raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
We're back here at Kansas City as the Huskers get set to take on Kansas State. Tip off somewhere around 8:30 after game one. You can count on Medica to protect your team with affordable group health plans, flexible benefits, and the close-to-home care they want. Husker Nation, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Learn more and get a quote at medica.com. So the game's over last night. You come back. Everybody came back. Some stayed. And what was the routine up until tonight? Yeah, we had four of our coaches that stayed back and watched the game live just to try to get play calls. And obviously you see a little bit more when you're in the arena. I came back. I watched our game and, had an edit this morning showing some of the things that we needed to correct and, moved on to Kansas State, obviously very quickly after that with a good lengthy film session walkthrough. Did go to the arena, feel that, get the guys out of the hotel and get over there, get a little sweat, get their legs moving, get them flushed, and go through the game plan. So, this is a very talented team, one of the most talented teams certainly that we've faced to this point. They really shoot the ball. They're one of the top three-point shooting teams in the country, shooting over 45% from the three-point line, and have one of the most dynamic players in the country in Haggerty, who's leading the nation in scoring. All 5 games, he's been over 20 points. He was unbelievable last night, but they're very hard to guard just because of the stress that they put on your defense. It's not like these guys has their first rodeo in terms of having a short amount of time to get ready, but is it a satisfactory amount of time for the players? Well, it's the same for both teams. That's obviously the positive about it for us is we had a chance to watch them last night, get a good game plan together. Our staff has done an unbelievable job leading into this game as far as working behind the scenes, whichever team we were going to play, and we'll be ready. This is going to be the first time where really it's going to feel like a road environment. Kansas State, they do a great job with their fans, and there was great Husker contingent in the building last night, and I think more will be there for this game as well. Yeah, it's going to be interesting if the Huskers are ahead. It may quiet that Kansas State crowd. So when you think about BYU, Oklahoma, New Mexico, where does Kansas State fit in? Certainly the best shooting team out of all that. Well, they're one of the best in the nation. So, they can hurt you from all 5 spots. And again, Haggerty, not only is he a leading scorer, he's second in the nation in free throw attempts. They do a great job getting to the line. So, it starts in transition. They are really, really fast. They get the ball up the floor very quickly, and we're going to have to get back and get our defense loaded. We'll be back and wrap it up with Coach right after this timeout on the Huskers Radio Network.
From Omaha to Ogallala, Nebraska is 2 million Huskers strong. And Medica has health plans to cover them all. From the farmer with a growing family, to the barista at the corner coffee shop, to the grandpa who gets his grandkids off to school. No matter where you are in life, we have health plans to meet your needs. We got your back. With Medica, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Find out more at medica.com. That's medica.com.
We got your back. Hey Husker fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Husker football games or to any other live event in Lincoln, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Nebraska football. Let's go Huskers! SeatGeek.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Nebraska Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Nebraska Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
5 guys, I think, got anywhere between 25 and 30 minutes last night. And again, back-to-back games. Do you as you coach, manage time on and off the floor differently?
Well, as I said to the guys in the locker room last night, everybody's got to be ready. You know, even if the guys that didn't play, they're going to have to be ready to go out and have an impact. BK's got a little bit of a bruised hip that he's dealing with right now. Connor, obviously, with the incident that happened last night with the chipped tooth, but you know, expect both those guys to be fine. But yeah, we got to have everybody ready with with Jared, with Kendall, with Justin. You know, all our guys have to be ready to go out there and make an impact.
Based on what you've said, I'm assuming the answer to this is you're more concerned about defending them than scoring against them?
Oh, not necessarily, but we have to get back and we have to make smart plays. If we turn it over, they're going to convert. And if we go in there and they've got great length at their on their front line, if we go in there and try to challenge and get our shot blocked, that generally leads to a basket for them. So we have to play smart offense. We have to play under control, and we have to get a good quality shot on the board. All right, thanks, Coach. Huskers at the T-Mobile Center against the Kansas State Wildcats championship of this event coming up right around 8:30 for our tip-off. That's it for the Fred Hoiberg pregame show. We'll be back. More coming up next on the Huskers Radio Network.
There is no place like Nebraska, and there's no peace of mind like knowing you have a dedicated team of technology experts working for your business around the clock. Hey Lincoln, I'm Ed Knott, president of tech company Applied Connective. It's a privilege to serve our great state for nearly 2 decades now with managed IT, cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, and audio-video solutions. Our team understands the importance of fitting you with the right technologies to help your business perform at its peak potential all day, every day. Discover more at appliedconnective.com and go Big Red.
Nebraska companies know that treating people like family is good business. At Medica, protecting families is our specialty. We care for your employees by offering affordable health plans with the benefits they need and the local doctors they trust. And we treat everyone on your team as a person, not a number. After all, that's how you do business too. With Medica, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Find out more at medica.com.
Hey Husker fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Husker football games or to any other live event in Lincoln, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Nebraska football. Let's go Huskers! SeatGeek.
And now, introducing the starting lineup of your Nebraska Huskers. Starring Allo Fiber. At number 1, Allo Internet. At number 2, no satellite dish required. DirecTV through Allo. And at number 3, Allo Mobile. Allo Fiber, the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of Husker Nation. Level up your game and go to allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
It's time for the Pre-Tip Show, brought to you by Union Bank and Trust, where people don't have your money has people. The Pre-Tip Show, brought to you locally by
Good evening. Welcome back. Kent Pavelka, Jeff Smith back with you from the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. And Nebraska getting set to take on the Kansas State Wildcats. We couldn't be more excited for this one. It's the second of 2 games here for the Big Red in the Hall of Fame Classic. Last night, Nebraska having beaten New Mexico 84-72, advancing to this championship game of the Hall of Fame Classic 2025. Huskers now 5-0 on the year. Fred Hoiberg's team playing another 5-0 team, K-State, which won its game over Mississippi State last night, 98-77. Now, we just had the completion of the first game, the consolation game, in New Mexico beat Mississippi State by a bucket, 80-78. Last night for Nebraska, a little Jekyll and Hyde in it, if you will. A great start with the Huskers opening up a 20-point lead in the first half, and then a not-so-great second half, with New Mexico rallying to close to within 4 at one point. And as good as it felt early, it was just as sweaty late in the game, with New Mexico dialing up pressure, man-to-man, and trapping defense on the ball, which clearly made the Huskers uncomfortable, not to mention to turn it over way more than they normally do. 18 turnovers for the Big Red last night, but who's complaining? Nebraska wins it 5-0 on the year. There was a little drama also as a result of not making free throws like they normally do for this Husker team. So there was a good bit of drama. And in the end, though, another win for the Huskers to keep them undefeated. We then watched Kansas State dismantle Mississippi State in the nightcap, winning by 21, and we couldn't be more impressed with Kansas State. Jerome Tang's Wildcats had no problem at all in that one. They demonstrated impressively what they do best, which is what Nebraska does best, which is to shoot the ball, and a lot of times shoot it down from distance. Actually, Kansas State does that appreciably better than Nebraska percentage-wise. 46% per ball game versus Nebraska's 38% completion rate on threes. Number one issue is how you deal with Kansas State guard P.J. Haggerty, the nation's leading scorer at 28.2 points per ball game, and who had 37 last night in their win over Mississippi State. Haggerty, an All-American. He's going to be in the NBA, and he is not only their dead three laser shooter, but fellow guards Nate Johnson, David Castillo, and Obdi Basir also combined from three with Haggerty to give K-State the same MO as the Huskers, a team whose best asset is being very dangerous shooting it. So whichever team tonight can figure out how to execute a better defensive scheme against all that will probably win it here. After faring very nicely against BYU and Oklahoma already, the best teams Nebraska's already beaten, it's safe to say K-State represents a challenge equal to, or I think equal to certainly, maybe better than Oklahoma, maybe not as good as BYU, but the bottom line is the Huskers are going to have to be at their best to stay undefeated tonight. They're going to have to be better than they were last night. There are, understandably, some more numbers in favor of Kansas State in the stands here tonight, being a couple hours away from Manhattan. However, the Big Red is going to have an impressive number here tonight. Had some fans behind us say they think it might be a 60-40 crowd here tonight. So if you hear more noise during our broadcast for the Big Red, that'll mean that things are going nicely. And if you hear more noise in favor of Kansas State, obviously the Big Red crowd has been disengaged. We're hoping that you have trouble hearing what we're saying at times because the noise made by Husker fans rather than by Wildcat fans. And Jeff, how sweet it would be for Nebraska to bring home a 6-0 record next week for a couple of bye games remaining before that Creighton ball game on December 7th. We are set to bring it your way, Nebraska and Kansas State in Kansas City, and your keys to the game, my friend.
The keys to the game tonight, well, number one, transition defense. Coach Hoiberg talked about it today. We've got to be really strong in the middle. We got to get back and build a wall and stop that middle penetration. That's what the leading scorer in the country does well. And the quicker we get back and build our defense, the better position we are to communicate, to limit penetration, to handle screens, to be ready to rotate. Number two, we've got to guard the three tonight. Their passing airtime has to be our reaction movement time. We've got to close out and run some of these shooters off the line. Three, efficiency of execution on offense. We've got to cut back on the turnovers we had last night. We've got to execute. The better shots we get, the more we're going to make. And if we make them inbound the ball, that's really going to help our transition defense a great deal. Four, rebound the ball. Everybody, our guards are really good rebounders. Sam and Jamarcus and Kale, they've got to get at least 5 defensive rebounds each tonight. And then number 5, we've got to believe we are the better conditioned team and never out of a game. We showed that will against Oklahoma. We got to be ready to do whatever we have to do to win this game tonight, no matter what the score is. A sound financial game plan includes a bank with real people who really care about your success. Union Bank and Trust, home of feel-good banking, member FDIC.
Along with your note about rebounding defensively, K-State can be effective on the glass offensively. 8.6 offensive rebounds per game, and I might add one more key to the game, and that's be better at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, we do need to get a little more consistent there and take advantage of those trips to the line. And I especially look at those 3 chances we have to shoot one-on-ones. Missing the front ends of those really hurt you. Usually you get 2 shots. You can make 1 out of 2 at least, but you miss that first one on 1-1. It's really costly.
I just don't know what to make of this right at this very moment. I just remember how jacked I was and you were and the team was and the fans were last Saturday in Sioux Falls, and I don't have that same feeling right now, to be honest with you.
Although this place is starting to fill up. Yes, there's quite a bit of blue, but there's going to be some good Husker. I think the crowd's going to be into it. This is another Big 8 rivalry that we've had for a long, long time, and people want to see these games, these regional games. So I think our guys know it's a championship game for this tournament. I think we're going to be ready to go.
Nebraska and Kansas State. And coming up next, Husker opposition, a closer look at Jerome Tang's Wildcats from down the road in Manhattan on the Huskers Radio Network.
It all starts with a handshake, but at FNIC, it's just the first of many. Their advisors build relationships, get to know your business, and help protect what's important to you, your family, and your employees. Commercial insurance, personal insurance, employee benefits, surety bonds, farm and crop insurance. FNIC has the solutions and guidance to help you manage risk. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and proud sponsors of Husker Athletics. Connect with an agent today at FNICgroup.com.
Want to boost Nebraska's economy and help the planet? It's as easy as filling up your tank. Switch to soy-based biodiesel to cut greenhouse gases by up to 74% and support biodiesel growth.
I'm Greg Anderson, a farmer near Newman Grove, Nebraska, and biodiesel has transformed our farm. It cuts emissions, raises the cetane number, and improves fuel lubricity.
So ask for biodiesel where you fill up. It benefits our air, economy, and Nebraska soybean farmers. Nebraska soybeans, feeding, fueling, and innovating for the future.
The Huskers are heating up.
Yeah, wish my house was the same.
You should get John Henry's out there. My furnace is running like a champ.
No kidding. My heating has definitely gone cold.
Call John Henry's. Those guys don't miss.
I'm calling it the next time out. Go Big Red.
Call 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
And electrical.
It's not a job. I don't start my day by logging in or end my shift by punching out. I don't have a corner office, but I do have a seat with a view. I get to see every sunrise and every sunset. And while I may technically be my own boss, I fully accept that I am not in charge. I'm a Nebraska corn farmer, and there's nothing else I would rather be.
Brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board.
With a closer look at the Husker opposition, I'm Josh Hilkeman. The Kansas State Wildcats entered tonight's game with a 5-0 record on the season, including wins over Cal, Tulsa, and Mississippi State in their last 3 games. They defeated Mississippi State 98-77 last night in the first round of the Hall of Fame Classic. The Wildcats are unranked, but did receive 1 vote in the most recent AP poll. Jerome Tang leads Kansas State in his 4th season with the Wildcats. He has a 66-42 record at the helm with an NCAA tournament appearance in 2023, which ended in the Elite 8 and led to Tang being named the Naismith College Coach of the Year. Prior to Kansas State, Tang was an assistant coach at Baylor from 2003 to 2022. The Wildcats feature 5 players scoring in double figures, with the top scorer in the country, P.J. Haggerty, leading the way. Haggerty is a 6'4" junior guard averaging 28 points with 5 rebounds and a team-high 6 assists per contest. He exploded for 37 points in last night's matchup with Mississippi State. Nate Johnson adds 14 points tonight. The 6'3" senior guard grabs a team-high 6.5 rebounds per game and also leads the Wildcats on the defensive end with nearly 2 steals per contest. David Castillo comes off the bench to score an average of 12.5 points per game in just 18 minutes. The 6'1" sophomore is shooting 60% on threes, hitting 12 of 20 on the season. In the paint, K-State features 6'9" senior Kamari McGriff. McGriff also scores 12.5 per game with 4 rebounds. He's shooting over 80% from the floor so far this season. Abdi Bashir Jr. is the fifth Wildcat scoring double figures on the season with 12 per contest. The 6'7 junior paces K-State in three-pointers made, hitting 17 of 33 so far this year. The Wildcats average 94.4 points per game, which is tied for 18th in the country, while allowing 78.2. Nebraska and Kansas State have a deep history on the hardwood, with the Wildcats leading the all-time series 129-94. Their most recent meeting was on December 17th, 2023, with the Huskers winning 62-46 in Manhattan. That's a closer look at the Husker opposition. I'm Josh Hilkeman. Kent Pavelka and Jeff Smith will have the starting lineups in the opening tip-off between the Huskers and the Wildcats from Kansas City. That's coming up next on the Huskers Radio Network.
For farmers, sustainability is a way of life. 97% of farms are family-owned, and 95% are participating in conservation programs and using sustainable practices.
I'm Ann Meese, a farmer near Elgin, Nebraska. I grew up on this land, and we're dedicated to being good stewards and leaving it better for the next generation.
Since 1980, U.S. soybean farmers have boosted production by 130%, all while lowering emissions and improving land and water use. Nebraska soybeans, feeding, fueling, and innovating for the future.
It all starts with a handshake, but at FNIC, it's just the first of many. Their advisors build relationships, get to know your business, and help protect what's important to you, your family, and your employees. Commercial insurance, personal insurance, employee benefits, surety bonds, farm and crop insurance. FNIC has the solutions and guidance to help you manage risk. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and proud sponsors of Husker Athletics. Connect with an agent today at FNICgroup.com.
12 seconds left in the fourth. Jared has $300 down on a parlay. It's caught! It's caught! Unbelievable! A huge win for Jared, who's now losing his lunch all over the casino floor.
Does gambling disagree with you? Find free help and real hope through the Nebraska Gamblers Assistance Program at gamblingdisagreeswithyou.com.
Yeah, watch the left corner right here, Chip. That stain is not coming out.
Being a Nebraska fan doesn't stop when the game ends. It's every day, all day, home or away. This is Kyle Crooks, the voice of the Huskers, telling you to level up with the new Husker Visa debit card, free with any FNBO checking account. Be one who lives it, one who proves it. Every time you pay with the Husker Visa debit card, only at FNBO, the bank of Husker Nation. Get yours today at FNBO.com/Huskers. One for the fans, one for you. Member FDIC.
At Woodhouse, it's more than just buying a car. It's about the experience. Our team is dedicated to making every visit seamless, enjoyable, and personalized to your needs. Explore a wide selection of vehicles, from SUVs and sedans to trucks and luxury models, all backed by expert guidance and exceptional service. Whether it's your first car or your next upgrade, discover why generations of drivers trust Woodhouse for a truly memorable experience. Visit us at woodhouse.com today.
Live inside the Acres Broadcast Center, I'm Christopher Sullivan-Diaz with a Nebraska Lottery Scoreboard update. We got Kent State and Nebraska facing off in Kansas City for the Hall of Fame Classic. Big crown up for grabs. Some men's basketball scores inside the Big Ten. Number 23 Wisconsin faced off against number 9 BYU. BYU with a blowout win, 98-70. Northwestern versus Virginia, 83-78 in favor of the Cavaliers. Detroit Mercy versus number 17 Michigan State, 84-56 in favor of Michigan State. Central Connecticut versus Rutgers. Central Connecticut with a big upset, 67-54. Coming up next here on the Huskers Radio Network, Jeff Smith and Kent Pavelka on the call for Husker men's basketball in Kansas City. This is the Huskers Radio Network. Stick around.
It's not a job. I don't start my day by logging in or end my shift by punching out. I don't have a corner office, but I do have a seat with a view. I get to see every sunrise and every sunset. And while I may technically be my own boss, I fully accept that I am not in charge. I'm a Nebraska corn farmer, and there's nothing else I would rather be.
Brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board.
Being a Nebraska fan doesn't stop when the game ends. It's every day, all day, home or away. This is Kyle Crooks, the voice of the Huskers, telling you to level up with the new Husker Visa debit card, free with any FNBO checking account. Be one who lives it, one who proves it. Every time you pay with the Husker Visa debit card, only at FNBO, the bank of Husker Nation. Get yours today at FNBO.com/Huskers. One for the fans, one for you. Member FDIC.
Portions of Husker basketball are brought to you by Shelter Insurance.
We are back in Kansas City, just minutes away from tip-off. Nebraska against the Kansas State Wildcats for the championship of the 2025 Hall of Fame Classic. 2 unbeatens, 5-0. Big 12 against the Big 10, reviving a ages-old rivalry. Kansas State and the Huskers way back to Big 8 days, Big 12 days, even before Big 8 days. And let's look at the starting lineups brought to you by Nebraska's soybean growers. A reminder and another Nebraska farm fact. Farmers and ranchers raise livestock, poultry, and soybeans in order to provide nutritional, affordable protein for everyone. First of all, for K-State, Jerome Tang, their head coach, point guard, leading scorer in the nation, 28.2 points a game, had 37, 7 rebounds and 8 assists against Mississippi State last night, career high. P.J. Haggerty, 6'4", 195, a junior from Crosby, Texas. We've talked about this is his fourth school in as many years, as many seasons. Nate Johnson, his running mate in the backcourt at guard, 6'3", 215, a senior out of Liberty Township, Ohio. He is from Akron, Ohio, and he averages 14 points a game. Kamari McGriff and Elias Rapikat are the bigs for them. 6'9", 230, a senior. McGriff averaging right at 12 points a game. And Rapiak at 6'9", 225, a junior. Interchangeable at the 4 and 5. He's not a scorer, averaging only at 3 points a game, but he sets screens and rebounds. And then Obdi Bashir out of Omaha, a 6'7" junior, transferred in from Monmouth, the 5th starter for Tang. They got 4 out of 5 averaging double figures in their starting lineup. For Nebraska again tonight, Jamarcus Lawrence, along with Rink Mask, Bearcave, Buchtengel, Price Sanford, and Sam Hoiberg. And we are set to play this baby. Getting set for tip-off. And the crowd is really into it before they even throw it up.
Officials tonight are Matt Potter, Edwin Young, and Tommy Johnson on the call. This is a great crowd, Kent. We got another championship atmosphere, just like in South Dakota. Let's hope that we're ready to respond. We need another good start like we did last night. You think about it, that start we had last night, getting up 20, gave us, as Coach described it, some good cushion that you can have a couple lulls in there and then recover. And, games do ebb and flow like that. So getting a great start is so important.
Well, it needed every bit of that 20 points. Got it down to 4. Did New Mexico last night, and the Huskers did win by 12. And earlier in the first game, the consolation game, New Mexico did beat Mississippi State 80-78. Listen to the crowd here. It's not anywhere close to capacity. This place is cavernous. It holds 19,000, actually 18,922 to be precise. They got some of it cordoned off with curtains up the upper deck, but it's going to be loud. There's a lot of folks in here.
There are. They play a lot of NCAA regional games here about every other year, so this is a big arena. But both teams shot it well in here last night. There's a possibility that we see another shootout like we did against Oklahoma, because both teams are capable, but neither team has played a back-to-back like this. It changes your warm-up. It changes a lot of things. See who has legs, who's in better condition. Conditioning can make a difference in these back-to-backs.
Looking at Connor Essegian across the way, he had a crown come off a tooth. Actually had it knocked out of his mouth. The point guard for New Mexico with a cheap shot went to the dentist today. Actually, it was a veneer they had to glue back on.
Yes. Yeah, that was just the kid just lost his cool, lost his composure. Just can't do that as an athlete. Paid for it by getting removed from the game. But, Coach Linzer told us after the game, that might have helped him a little bit. Their ball movement was better after he left the game. So you just never know.
We're talking about the penalty for that. It ought to be something analogous to football with a targeting penalty. That happens in the second half of a football game. You're out the next game. This kid played and helped them beat Mississippi State.
He sure did. He's a good player. You got to have poise and composure as a player and just keep playing the game. Things happen, but you can't lose your poise and throw a haymaker like that.
Huskers with their red unis back to 1996 vintage. You remember those?
I sure do. Yep. Ty Lue and Ryan Pfeiffer, who's here tonight. Let's do it.
All right, Jamar.
Jamarcus is pumping us up. All right, I like it.
Career high 21 last night. Is that dabbing? Did we get dabbed?
Yeah, I think we got dabbed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fist pump. I don't know what it was.
You're too cool for the building, Jeff. Coach.
My grandson keeps me
Here we go. Ball in the air in the tap, controlled by Kansas State. First possession of the game. The goal in front of us, in front of the Husker bench. And here is P.J. Haggerty. Jump pass right side. They work the right side of the floor. McGriff in the corner. Long three Johnson. Airballed it. Over the whole thing and the rebound into the lap of Sanford. Nebraska gets it after the opening miss of the game by Kansas State. Bounce pass left side. Out to catch it. It's the Huskers' first possession of the game. On the left sideline with it is Jamarcus. Right side to Hoiberg, looking in for Mast. Man defense, high post. Berkay's got it, looking low. Over the defense, into Mast. Pump fake, puts it up, and no good. Off the back of the rim. Coach thought there was a foul on the play. Here comes K-State the other way. No score yet in the game. Penetration, the kick. Johnson right past Sanford. Now the ball's kicked. Now reset the shot clock to 20. No score in the game.
So both teams had really good possessions to start off, missed pretty good shots. Ours was we got to a high-low on a mismatch on a switch, and Rink just hit the back of the rim.
Pulled the string on it just a little bit. And here's K-State with the reset of the shot clock in the right corner with the basketball is Bashir. Drives past Sanford, down low, layup up and good, 2-0, Kansas State. And the goal made by McGriff, Kamari McGriff.
Middle penetration hurt us right there. The help wasn't as good.
Huskers ball, no score for the Big Red yet, 2-0. Kansas State masked with the ball up top left side, hands it off to Sanford. Sanford hesitation inside the free throw circle, down low, into Mast, backs his way in, trying to bully his way in, lost the handle, 9 on the clock, out it comes. Jamarcus has got it, the crossover dribble, the ball poked away by Johnson, he gets it back, Berkay puts it up with 3 on the clock, no good. K-State rebound comes the other way, Nebraska needs to get back. 2-0, Kansas State. Bashir, pull-up jump shot, top of the circle. No good off the back of the rim, and the rebound, Berkay. Still no score for the Cornhuskers.
Good defense on those top screens.
Here's Hoiberg down in with the left shoulder. The hook shot off the window for Mast, and it's tied at 2.
Rink did his work early and got a great deep post-up.
Kansas State basketball. Haggerty's got it on the right side of the floor, chasing him. Jamarcus in the left corner. Johnson puts it up, missed it. Rebound fought for. Offensive rebound, a foul called on the floor, and it's on Nebraska on Berkay Butenfeld.
Boy, it was on Sam, and he was battling in there. Not sure. He fouled. He might have grabbed his arm just a little bit, but boy, he was battling with the big guy.
First foul of the game against the Huskers. McGriff with the basketball, and off the shoes of Haggerty. Took his eye off the ball as the pass was delivered low to him. Turnover, Kansas State. Nebraska's ball, tied score at 2.
So far, it looks like Jamarcus is taking the challenge with some intensity on the nation's leading scorer.
He is jacked up the play. Jamarcus has it on the handoff from Mast. Coming to it, Sanford swings it right to Mast. Hands it off to Berkay. Faces up behind the screen. Pull up, jump shot on the way. Missed it long. On the rebound off the miss is Haggerty's. K-State with the ball. 2-2 our score. Slow start here. We're better than 2 minutes into it. Johnson for Kansas State against Sanford. Up top now. Bashir's got it. Comes right to left. Hoiberg's got him. Reverses right side. Here's Haggerty driving the ball. Puts it up and in off the window. 4-2. Haggerty with his first 2 of the game.
Really high off
down the floor. It's Hoiberg. They're pushing it, the Huskers. There's Mast. Puts it up. No good off the back of the rim, and the rebound to Bashir. They come the other way. Across the timeline. Bashir changed speeds. Kicks it. In the right corner with the ball is Rapiat. He throws it away. The chase for the loose ball. Hoiberg runs it down. Hoiberg puts it up and in, and Nebraska's got the lead at 40, or ties the game at 4.
Great explosion to the ball by Sam. Just outran him.
Way better player, way better athlete than he's given credit for. We're tied at 4. Bashir with the ball for Kansas State in the paint. Up top. Swings it left side to Johnson. Johnson with a crossover. The take to the foul line. Up top to Haggerty. Fires the 3 on the way and got the bounce off the front of the rim and drop for him. 3 ball for Haggerty. He's got 5.
That was from deep, and he got a good roll on a good touch on his shot.
That's just his 9th 3 of the year, Haggerty. Here's Sanford with the ball in the corner. Now Berkey drives it. Cut off of the baseline. Spins. Puts it up and in off the window with the left hand. He took a hit by McGriff. Was able to withstand that and finish. Here's Haggerty working on Husker defender. In the left corner, Johnson's got it. Huskers look on point defensively. They trap the ball. Bashir's got it. He drives it, lost the handle. Nebraska's got the basketball. It is a 7-6 lead for Kansas State. Nebraska's ball.
Good deflection.
Long 3 on the way. Sanford got it! 3 ball Nebraska. Huskers shooting 38% from the 3-point line. And Sanford, with his 15th 3 of the year, gives Nebraska the 2-point lead.
Central Valley Ag 3 by Price Sanford.
And Kansas State turns it over again. Sanford to Mask to Sanford across the timeline. He cuts across the key all the way to the hoop. Puts it up and in. A 3 and now a 2 by Sanford, and Nebraska's up over Kansas State early in this ball game, 11-7.
Making those threes opens up driving lanes. He took the driving lane that time.
Sanford with 5 points. K-State's basketball. Haggerty down low, right side, intercepted pass in the passing lane. Hoiberg on the swipe, across the timeline, left side to the trailer. Sanford puts it up and in. Got it. Timeout on the floor. Nebraska in the opening stages of this game, 5 minutes into it, I had 14-7.
Central Valley Ag 3, he's on fire again, just like Oklahoma in the first half. Great job by Peyton spotting up on the break. Hands on the wheel, heading the game. The driver has one job to drive. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office. Huskers lead at 14-7. We'll be right back. This is the Husker Radio Network.
Feel like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See shelter agents Reed Duvall, Natalie Kerr, or Mike Shefford in Lincoln today.
To be a part of Nebraska Medicine.
Hi, welcome.
Is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors that open doors.
How are you?
To growth and opportunity for each other and for our community.
That went really well.
For those who know that the academic experience.
You know what? I agree.
The life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere else. And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Join us at nebraskamed.com/careers. Nebraska Medicine. Together, extraordinary.
Stay healthy and active with natural chiropractic care. Did you know that chiropractic is safe and effective for all ages? It is proven to treat pain, improve mobility, and prevent injury. Find a chiropractic physician near you at nebraskachiropractic.org. Stay active with chiropractic.
I thought maybe we'd see Braden Frager check in here at this first media break, but he's sticking with the starters.
And nothing wrong with that, the way we're flowing. We've created 5 turnovers, no turnovers ourselves, 10 fast break points. Really good start for the Huskers here. Our defense has bothered them so far. We've ran Bashir off the line a few times. We've caused Haggerty to turn it over 2 or 3 times. Great start defensively, and that's created our offense.
Bryce Sanford with 8 quick points, 2 threes, and a take for a 2. And the Huskers up 14-7. Boy, they look on point, don't they?
They do. Defensively, they've got some intensity going. See if we can maintain that. We'll see what Kansas State runs out of. They're going to want to get a bucket here out of the timeout. And I would guess they're going to try to get some penetration for Haggerty.
DK Garuka again for Kansas State, one of their wings. Haggerty hands it off out to Castillo in off the bench. DK Garuka has it, gives it to Johnson, faces up against Stanford. Now back to the basket. Haggerty against Nebraska's Jamarcus Lawrence comes right. They hedge that momentary double on the sideline. The pass, it's out of bounds. Another turnover. 6 against Kansas State, and the Huskers get it, leading 14-7.
So they run a little dribble handoff motion to run a little clock, and then on ball for Haggerty, and we played it excellent.
Here's Jamarcus across the timeline to Mass, left side to Hoiberg, wearing the neon orange shoes, winding up with it on the right sideline in front of the Kansas State benches. Jamarcus, Johnson's got him, high post speed. It's errant into the hands of Nebraska. They save at 13 on the shot clock. Deep right corner. Sanford again. It's good! Sanford! Bryce Sanford with 11 first half points here in Nebraska's ahead, 17-7.
Central Valley Ags assist to Jamarcus.
Here's Haggerty with the ball for Kansas State. Throws it right side to Johnson. Paces up against Hoiberg. Comes to the left. They switch it. The little hedge play. Johnson inside. Over the head. Two-handed pass. Haggerty. 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebound by Nebraska. Here comes Berkay. Brings the ball up the floor himself. Berkay stops. Did not drag his pivot foot. High-low. Hoiberg layup up and good! Mass to Hoiberg, and Nebraska's up 19-7.
Great cut by Sam. Saw the opening and cut it.
Jamar tried for the steal, got in the passing lane. Haggerty pulls up, misses. Chase for the loose ball, and Kansas State's got it. Johnson drives the ball, stops, pops, got it, scored it. And finally, Kansas State with 2 more on the board. It's 19-9 on the make by Johnson.
Got to the middle on us again, but I'd rather have him do that than shoot threes.
Here's Lawrence with the ball, right to left, a step across the timeline. Calling forward as Mass takes it, gives it back to Jamarcus. Now off a curl, squaring, shooting. Sanford up and in and out. And Mass taps it into the hands of Johnson. K-State's ball. 19-9 Nebraska. Just under 13 minutes to go in the first half here in Kansas City at the championship of the Hall of Fame Classic. In the right corner with the ball is Johnson. Shoots the 3. No good. Long rebound into the hands of Berkay. Berkay in the backcourt. We'll bring it across the timeline right side. We're going to see Jacobson check in at the next dead ball. Gibsonville with the basketball to the left side of the floor. Fakes the handoff to Hoiberg. Hoiberg got knocked down. Berkay got stripped. Turnover Nebraska. Across the timeline right side, Castillo. David Castillo drives underneath. He walked, traveling. Kansas State, another turnover.
That's their 7th turnover already here in the first half with 12:25 left. Good defense again by Nebraska, taking away the drive all the way to the rim and making them pull up.
Jacobson in the game, Frager in the game, along with Sanford, Lawrence, and who's the 5th player? Mass. Mass stays in. Jacobson across the timeline. He'll play point. Gives to Sanford. Sanford hands it off to Jamarcus, coming to the left, returns it right side. Sanford, the back cutting. Mass puts it up. Law has it knocked away, but he's fouled, and Mass to the free throw line for a pair.
Great play shot. He saw a shot blocker coming, jump stop, shot fake. Almost got it up there for the 3-point play, but definitely got fouled. Going to the line for 2.
Rink with 2 points in the game. We played just 12 seconds shy of 8 minutes here in the first half. Nebraska with a 10-point lead over Kansas State, 19-9. Going to see Bashir, we're going to see Rapiak check back in. He's one of their bigs, 6'9", 2 1/4. And he replaces Doreen Buka, who's time on the floor was short-lived there.
So far, Haggerty's kind of settling for threes instead of taking the ball strong to the basket like he normally does.
Rink misses the second free throw. It's 20-9. He made the first, missed the second. K-State comes the other way. Johnson's got the ball. Flips to Haggerty. Jamarcus has got him. Comes to the right. Skip pass left side Johnson. Extra pass. Corner to Castillo. In and out on the 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Put back. Rapiak no good. They crash the boards and Mast has got it. They got a second chance, but Rapiak could not score it. Nebraska with the basketball. Jamarcus Lawrence probing early in the possession. Drives the ball. Pump fake. Puts it up and in. Traveling call, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, he shuffled it. He shot fake and just couldn't get his feet still and shoveled. Great move. He just couldn't get his feet still.
Timeout on the floor. Nebraska leading it with 11:43 to go in the half, 20-9 on the Huskers Radio Network.
It all starts with a handshake, but at FNIC, it's just the first of many. Their advisors build relationships, get to know your business, and help protect what's important to you, your family, and your employees. Commercial insurance, personal insurance, employee benefits, surety bonds, farm and crop insurance. FNIC has the solutions and guidance to help you manage risk. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and proud sponsors of Husker Athletics. Connect with an agent today at FNICgroup.com.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
Woodhouse has been a trusted partner in your everyday since 1975. Shop for your next vehicle with the home team at Woodhouse and the official auto dealer of Nebraska Athletics.
Huskers ahead 20-9. And a quick Nebraska Lottery scoreboard right here. Put away your slave. The Nebraska Lottery's Yuletide Ride promotion is back, my friends, and you could win a new SUV or $1,000. Just enter non-winning Merry Money holiday scratch tickets by January 20th of the new year. Top prize odds vary by game. All right, Purdue 2-0 in the opening 2 minutes against Texas Tech. Huskers here 20-9 leading K-State. Winners earlier today were Michigan State, and that's it. We had a couple Big Ten teams lose games. Northwestern to Virginia, and BYU all over Wisconsin.
Yep, and Rutgers got upset. Hey, the good stat here, Kent. K-State is 1 for 7 from the three-point line, 14%. They're normally a 46% shooting team. I know they can get it going, but it's a good start defensively. 14 points off of turnovers for Nebraska, 0 for Kansas State. I think a lot of people walked in this building thinking that would be opposite. So we've done a nice job of taking care of the ball and creating turnovers.
And, of course, the television media timeouts take the pace away from the game. We were just musing whether the Huskers could keep up this pace. And here, trotting the ball across the timeline is Haggerty. He's kind of aloof.
He carries the ball a lot with that left hand.
Here's Castillo in the corner. Jump pass up top left. Step back three. Kosic, no good. Long rebound. Fought for a good box out by Mast. Out of bounds off Kansas State, I think. Come on.
They gave it to them.
Off Nebraska.
Good box out. Rink and Kale on the backside really boxed out well. I thought they tipped it over Rink, but.
Inbounds play and line out for Kansas State. With the basketball, Kostic. Now up top to Castillo, straight away against Jacobson. 1-4 set, everybody flat except Castillo up top. Right side, back to Castillo on the dribble handoff. Dancing around to the block, has it stripped. Another near turnover. Castillo's got it, short arms it from the baseline. Another offensive board. Here's a long three by Rapiak. And that's just his second three of the year.
Yeah, he made his first one in the game last night. That's his second. The offensive rebound hurt us, gave him another good look.
It did. 20-12. Nebraska up by 8 after that three. And here's a drive and a score. I think it was Frager.
They got him the ball in the elbow.
We were screened away by 3 Huskers and the coach.
He just turned and went.
Here's Haggerty driving the ball in the paint. The kick in the passing lane. Tipping it out is Lawrence. Last touch by Kansas State. Another turnover. Their 8th of the first half.
Jamarcus looked guilty there, but they gave us the ball. Great hustle. He read the play from the top of the key, running to the backside wing, and caused them to miss the pass.
22-12, my friends. Huskers by 10. We played 9.5 first half here in Kansas City.
Bear K back for Rink.
Buchtengel, a Sejan in for the first time. Jacobson gives to Burke. Now to Jacobson, coming out on a curl and catching the pass. A Sejan shoots it left sideline, and Hoiberg drives the ball. Weak side bounce pass, 3-ball. Frager got it! Frager hits a 3. Frager last night with 20 points. He hits a layup and now a 3-ball, in Nebraska exploding here in the first half. Kansas State ball. Castillo with a 3 on the way. It's no good. Rebound by Nebraska. Nebraska hitting the boards like maniacs.
Great box out and rebound by Frager. 2 hands. Solid.
25-12. Nebraska brilliant on both ends so far in this game. Buchtengel to a Sejan. Pivoting right. Finding Hoiberg. Coming left on the dribble. Hoiberg drives the ball. Puts it up and in. Savvy, my boy. 27-12 Nebraska.
He just got lower than them, and they couldn't stop him.
Here's Castillo. Kicks left side. Kostic, 3-ball. No. Rebound. Offensive rebound. They've gotten a couple of them here. Bashir now from 3 up. No good off the back of the rim. Good box out by Nebraska. Huskers with a defensive board. A Sejan to Hoiberg. Sloppy pass. Turnover. Bashir the other way. Puts it up. No good. Foul. Bashir will shoot free throws.
Yeah, that was a costly one. You can't throw slow cross-court passes. It was a slow bounce pass. You can't do that against good teams. We saw that one coming a long ways away there.
How about Sam Hoiberg, Jeff?
Oh, he's playing on both ends so well. He's so strong. He's gotten in the weight room and just improved his strength every year he's been here, and that strength pays off in everything he does.
Kansas State has been hit right in the mouth here by Nebraska in the opening 11 minutes of this game. The free throw good by Bashir, and that makes it 27-13. 14-point lead for the Big Red.
He's only shot 3. That was his 3rd free throw so far. He's 2 for 3 right now. Hasn't been in the line much. He stays outside that 3-point line most of the time.
Second one's good, as McGriff checks back in the ball game. So Kansas State gets a pair from the foul line.
And here's their diamond press, 3-quarter court. They'll try to trap in the quarters.
And Hoiberg in the backcourt against Castillo. Will bring it across the timeline unscathed, unpressured. Left side Jacobson. 2 steps across the timeline. Starts down the left wing. Hand check. Foul on Haggerty.
And Haggerty has shown tendencies to reach and foul. He fouled out of the California game late. He will get in foul trouble. And that wouldn't hurt my feelings at all, Kent.
2 team fouls against both clubs here. Jacobson will throw it in. It's 27-14. Cornhuskers 11 minutes into the first half. Offensive foul on the inbounds pass. And who is it? Away from the ball, or was it on?
Connor said an illegal screen on the initial pin down for Sam.
So Connor with a turnover, and now actually 2 turnovers with the offensive foul.
Yeah.
And Kansas State trying to take advantage of getting the possession. Here's Haggerty, and away from the ball, we got a foul called. It's on Buchtengel, is it?
Nope, it's on. I don't know. Frager. Frager pushed him off the screen, and the guy kind of fell down real easy. Is that called a flop?
What do we have for team fouls now? We got.
We have 4 and K-State 2.
Haggerty, right side Castillo, dancing around with the ball against Fraker. Comes left, shoots a chest pass to Bashir. Bashir trying to drive the ball, spins inside. Kick out. Johnson's got it. 6 on the clock. Bullies his way inside, puts it up, missed it, rebound. Buchtengel, actually the box out by Buchtengel. Frager comes down with a defensive board. Frager the other way, reverses it out near the mid-timeline over to Jacobson. So the Huskers set it up on the half court. Jacobson down inside on the block, and the reverse layup good. Up and good on a great find by Jacobson. And another basket by Hoiberg.
Great use of the rim for protection.
29-14, Nebraska up by 15 points. David Johnson, or dancing around with the ball, Nate Johnson rather, down inside, and a point-blank lay-in with a left hand. McGriff is 3rd and 4th.
And Frager got caught behind that time instead of getting his 3-quarter front.
Lead cut to 13 on the make by McGriff. Hoiberg with a basketball, dances to the left sideline, far side of the floor away from us, on the other end of the floor. Setting up the play. Coach calls it from the bench. The handoff in the corner, and Buchtengel threw it over the whole thing. Missed it by 3 feet. The other way comes Haggerty. Across the timeline, drives it, gathers, finishes. And Kansas State with a run here. It's 29-18. Huskers by 11. Here's a Sejan with the ball to Jacobson. Jacobson starts left side, can't get in. Up top now to Buchtengel. Berke, 1 dribble, gives to Frager. Frager the crossover in the take. Gathers and finishes with a circus finish. Frager, oh my gosh.
What a great crossover. Split two players and then up and under finished.
Up and under, gathered himself, hung in the air, kissed it in off that window. Here's Johnson on the other end, almost sandwiched it in there for a wedgie. It's out of bounds off Nebraska.
I want to see Bear K on the other end. If they're going to give him that three, shot fake and drive at sometime, or pass and follow with a screen, and he can still help our offense.
We have got 7:06 to go in the first half. Timeout on the floor. Nebraska by 13, 31-18 on the Huskers Radio Network.
Hey, college football fans. I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting in your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The work is dirty and sometimes dangerous. It's the kind that can break your body, and if you let it, your spirit. But while there may be better ways to make a living, you won't convince me there's a better way to live. I'm a Nebraska corn farmer, and there's nothing else I would rather be.
Brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the propane tank on your grill first, before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up.
Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification on the Huskers Radio Network.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by your Midwest Ford dealers. Visit buyfordnow.com for all your truck, SUV, and electric vehicle needs.
So Price Sanford lights them up early, and then enter the picture Hoiberg and Frager, and it's been a show here on both ends of the floor.
And you know what happens at that first time out after Price does that is their coach is getting in there, guys, saying, I don't want any more. I don't want to see him getting another look. So they get down on him. So now Frager's got driving lanes. Sam has driving lanes. We're taking what they're giving us, and like you said, chopping them up.
A little bit of a chess match. They say deny Price Sanford, so you take him out of the game.
Exactly.
Replace him with Frager. Here's Haggerty with the basketball for Kansas State. Nebraska up 13. Biggest lead's been 15. Bashir's got it after the timeout. Back to Haggerty. The crossover against Jamarcus. Stops. Up top, Bashir winds up. Got a good look. Made it. So Bashir for the three ball, his 18th three of the year. And that cuts the lead now to 10. It's 31-21. Here's Jamarcus Lawrence yet to score in the game. Faces up against McGriff. Top of the circle now. Sanford's back in the game. Now to Hoiberg, who came to it. One dribble, left side, pump fake, a Sejan. Out to Sanford, fakes right, spins right. At the foul line. Popping out to catch it on the bounce pass is Newton-Joe. Back to Sanford, drives the ball, lays it up and in. Sanford. Just beautiful basketball, 13 first half points.
And the poise he had with the shot clock, he saw it, but he knew what he had to take.
33-21, a dozen the lead now and then. Here's Haggerty on the drive and kisses in and off the window, and he is so skilled. Two more for Haggerty across the timeline quickly is Jamarcus Lawrence for Nebraska. 10-point game at 33-23. Lawrence dribbles down the left side with the handoff to Sanford. Sanford high post left elbow, barricade back to Sanford. Down inside on a pick and roll. It's out of bounds off Nebraska. Miscommunication.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there. That's all right. They got to take it out of bounds and start. We're starting to see a little Haggerty like we've seen on film, though. He is good getting to the rim off of 1 foot, off of 2 feet. Jamarcus is working his tail off on him. He's got to stay down on him, and we need some help.
5 first half turnovers against Nebraska. 8 against Kansas State. 10-point game at 33-23. 5:45 to go in the first half. Haggerty for Kansas State up top left side against Jamarcus. Chest pass right side. Bashir shoots another three. No good. Rebound. Nebraska into the hands of Jamarcus. Down on a 3-on-3. Jamarcus down the middle of the trailer. Sanford three ball up short. Rebound masked momentarily. It's on the floor. And K-State comes the other way. Haggerty in transition after the miss in the paint. And a foul. And free throws for Haggerty.
Sam got back, but I think he was in the circle, so that's the reason for the foul. That's Sam's second, I believe.
No, who hit the floor there? Was it Haggerty or Sam?
It was Sam. That's his second.
Called that our hit of the game right there. Sam hit the hardwood hard there, and he may well need a chiropractor. Everybody will by the end of the season, and if you need to find a chiropractic physician in Nebraska, visit nebraskachiropractic.org.
Haggerty goes to the line. He makes a living at the line, makes a living in the paint. He's got the bright gold shoes on.
10 points.
I think he can afford them.
Yeah, you think they're real? Real gold?
Much as he's making.
Let's hope it's fool's gold. Misses the second free throw. The rebound to Jacobson. And the lead has been cut to 9 points at 33-24. Biggest lead was 13. With it is Jamarcus. He's guarded out on the floor by McGriff. Hands it off. A Sejan three ball. No good. Just barely missed. Offensive rebound run up by Jacobson. How valuable is he?
That's a Hart rebound. All Hart.
Sejan to Jacobson. Between the two circles. Dribbles once left. Pivots right. Coming to it, Sejan. 11 on the shot clock. Sejan gives it up to Sanford. Now left lane line skip pass right side. And Jamarcus puts it up. It's short. They crash the boards and it's over the back of the backboard and out of bounds. Jamarcus falling back a little bit.
He was a little off balance. But I tell you what, I did like the guys recognized that Rink had a mismatch. Then they came and doubled, and Rink skipped it over there. Could have been a good look if Jamarcus just would have been balanced.
But the Huskers have had their 15-point lead cut to 9, and Kansas State has the ball. Haggerty to the right side, in the corner. Skip pass up top diagonally, left side Johnson. Extra pass. Three on the way, up and no good. Long rebound into the hands of Sejan. The miss there by C.J. Jones. Huskers with the ball, up by 9, 33-24. This is Sejan. Takes a bump, throws it out the mast, hands it off to Sanford. Sanford behind the mast screen, back inside on a pick and roll, and a great move inside and mast with a finish. Boy, what a great fake that was.
Great pick and roll and a fantastic move.
Huskers up by 11 on the make inside. And the officials missed the travel there, and they get a goal after a blown no call. Absolutely blown.
Right in front of him. Surprised he couldn't see that.
McGriff gets the goal, and Jacobson drives, kicks, masked to Sejan. The jump stop on 2 feet. Up top the mask. Three ball up. Off the back of the rim, not good. Rebound to Johnson. Boy, they got a gift on a blown call. Bashir in transition. 3 balls good. 5-point run on a bad no call by the officials.
Good timeout by Coach Hoiberg, though. The crowd just starting to get into it. Bashir hits a pull-up 3. So a great timeout here to talk about things. We got 3:48 left.
This is Big Red basketball.
Feel like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
Red 31!
Defend your network like a champ with Hamilton Business Technologies. From end zones to endpoints, our cybersecurity solutions keep your business and your data protected from online threats. We offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and experts who monitor it all for you. You keep doing what you do best, and we will protect the rest. Hamilton Business Technologies, the official business IT partner of the Huskers. Visit us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
The Huskers Radio Network Broadcast Center is sponsored by Acres, the Midwest premier John Deere dealer, supplying the equipment and service to advance agriculture and much more. Acres, solutions for every field.
Now what has to happen is you got to finish this last 3:48 positively.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with continuing to run the pick and roll that they're switching up top. They seem to be switching that consistently. You can get Rink on the roll and then get into other actions and swing it and get it back into him if you don't have it from the top. It'd be nice to run through Rink here a little bit down the stretch, in my opinion, with 3:48 left. This is crucial time. Their crowd's in it. Great timeout by coach to get him to sit down a little bit. We need to go respond right here with a great possession.
5-0 run by Kansas State. It's a 6-point game. Huskers had a 15-point lead at 29-14 with 8:27 to go. So 5 minutes later, 5 minutes and change later, 9 points has been cut off that lead.
It's amazing how the three-point shot can change this game so quickly. You feel like you have a pretty comfortable lead, then they hit back-to-back, and there's 6 points off the board right there, and it just, talented teams can make those quick runs, and that's what the game's about. Now it's time for a run stopper right here.
Obviously, we talked about limiting transition, and Bashir scored in a hurry there on that pull-up three.
Yeah, and it looks like that, they're kind of starting to play towards their strengths a little bit more. I think we had them out of it some, but Haggerty's starting to get downhill some. Bashir's starting to warm up a little bit from three. So we just got to buckle down and go back to game plan, go back to simple, move the ball. We've got 20-point paints, and they have 10 points in the paint, so keep going in.
Point paints, paint points, whatever.
A little soft pressure here. We handled that easy.
Jacobson across the timeline, running things at point now. Jamarcus is sitting. Jacobson on the left midcourt. Looking at inside. No one there. There's Agent Square. Shoots the corner three. Up no good. Rebound by Mast, but taken away from him. Poked away by Haggerty. Into the hands of Bashir. Look out. He'll pull up and shoot it from anywhere. And does. 40-footer. No good. 35-footer anyway. And the rebound, Jacobson.
And that was a great set for Connor Sejan running baseline in the corner last possession.
Jacobson. Sanford, the drive, the kick, the extra. Mast winds up with it. Mast drives inside, spins, draws a foul. Foul on Kansas State.
I think it was before the shot, though. That's only their third team foul. So we'll be inbounding from the baseline. Good move by Rink. Good little spin move there.
3:10 to go. They need to score, the Cornhuskers.
Let's see what we got here. Back screen the screener.
Jamarcus is in there in the left corner. Jacobson, he will not take that. Out it comes to Mast. Handing it up. No, the fake handoff. Comes to the right. Fakes it to Sejan. Fakes it to Jamarcus. The pick and roll. Weak side. Layup. Good by Jacobson. They sliced and diced him. I mean sliced and diced him big time.
And great look by Jamarcus making the extra.
Really good play. And here's Haggerty. And the drive. And the floater. And the answer. And it's too easy for him. Huskers have to work, and they have been effectively, but look at how easy it is for him.
And that fadeaway is just hard to do anything with.
Jacobson to Mast to Jacobson, drives the ball against the big, reverse layup up, through the foul. He missed the layup, but he'll go to the free throw line, Will Kale.
Fourth team foul on K-State. He'll be shooting 2. Nebraska has 5 team fouls. 2:31 less. Keep in maintaining our 6-point lead. Kale can knock these down and get it back to 8.
Cale Jacobson to the free throw line for the Cornhuskers. 6'4", 195-pound junior from Ashland Greenwood. His folks are here. Free throw on the way by the left-hander is no good. Huskers shooting 72% as a team from the free throw line.
And if people are watching, Cale has his left pinky taped to his next finger because he had a little jammed it. And that has to affect his shot just a little here.
Second free throw, Jacobson, up, in and out. Rebound off the miss, belongs to K-State. We've got a 6-point game at 37-31. Johnson driving it inside, across the key, up top Haggerty. Johnson sets a little slip screen, and Haggerty takes Jamarcus inside, throws it up off the window, not good. Ball batted, offensive rebound. Johnson to Haggerty. The drive by Johnson, through traffic. Flips it up top to Bashir, who saves it over and back. 11 on the shot clock. Bashir, crossover, step back, shoots it over Jacobson, missed it. Rebound, Nebraska. Sanford's got it. Boy, did Nebraska need that stop. Sanford accosted at the timeline on a double. Mast has it across the timeline. Down baseline left. Berkay powers it up. Shot block, got it back. Powers it up, shot block. Powers it up and in. 3 efforts, 3 attempts by Berkay. He finished on the third.
Love the relentlessness by Berkay.
Second basket for him. The drive by Johnson the other way. And again, they answer so quickly.
Yeah, they do. They score quick. We just were late on that help rotation on the baseline.
It is a 39-31 game. Nebraska 39-33 game after that make. 6-point lead for Nebraska. The Huskers with the ball. Cale Jacobson, wing on the right, halfway down the hash mark in front of the Kansas State bench. Up top it comes to Jamarcus. Shoots a pass left side to Berkay. Skip pass right side, almost too tall. Jacobson's got it though. Drives it, kicks it. Berkay, 3-ball up. No good. Rebound by Mass. Put back up and in. Put back up and in, and he's fouled and it counts.
That is 2 big man plays in a row. Great rebound by Rink. I don't know how he kept his balance because he had to kind of go get it, gathered himself without bringing the ball down, which we love, finished it off the glass. Possible 3-point play.
Does not have a great vertical, but he uses his body so well.
And he's gotten a lot stronger in the last 2 years.
Mast with 7 first-half points, 8-point Husker lead, 41-33. Probably not going to win this unless you start hitting free throws. It's going to be tight fit before it's over. Free throw good by Rink. 8 points for him, and Nebraska's up by 42-33, 9-point margin.
Get down and get one more stop here this half.
Minute to go in the first half. Nebraska leading by 9, 42-33. Haggerty with the ball to Bashir. Couple of steps across the timeline. Jacobson gives him plenty of room. Bashir on the dribble, surveying things, drives it, throws it in the corner, and the steal momentarily. And we got a whistle. I didn't see what happened.
Jamarcus got a great deflection, and then it went off of Haggerty. That was a great defensive play. That whole possession defensively got in the passing lanes, took him clear out of the play they wanted to run. Great defense. Jamarcus finished it.
And again, we are on the floor right next to the Husker bench, and we're screened away more often than not. I couldn't see that play. Here's Jacobson handing it off, and Sanford puts it up, missed the 3. That would have been a dagger. Here's Jacobson running down the offensive rebound, though, quicker to the ball than K-State. Out to Sanford again. 15
Why didn't the shot clock reset?
Good question. Here's Mast coming right, 10 on the clock, down inside on the back cut, extra pass, Sanford 3. No good. They're in and out. And the rebound taken down by K-State. Down the floor comes Jones. And now to Johnson. Contact and a foul on Jacobson.
Yeah, he Euro-stepped him, so Cale wasn't square by the time the contact happened. That's our 16th foul, but he's going to shoot 2.
So the Huskers got the stop that Jeff was talking about, but they couldn't score on the other end.
Did the shot clock reset on that first miss?
No.
All right, we got 15-5 left. We're going to have last possession here.
Jones, free throw up, good. K-State shooting 75% as a team from the line.
Connor Sejan coming back in for Berkay just to get another shooter on the floor. Boy, Price had 2 good looks right there.
42-34, Huskers by 8. Second foul shot, Johnson got them both. 7-point game at 42-35. Do the Huskers have a basket in them in the last 12 seconds? Jamarcus walks it across the timeline, 10-9, 8. Jamarcus head-to-head against Bashir. The step back and the 3 on the way. Got it! Bang! 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 A ring! Jamarcus Lawrence, just like he did the other night at the end of the first half, knocks that puppy down, and Nebraska's up by 10 at halftime.
What a step-back 3. Knowing exactly when to shoot that in the clock. We would have had a chance to rebound it, but we didn't need to. He knocks it down from 5 feet behind the line.
You know, for 85 years, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska has supported the passion and the pride of Husker basketball. Blue believes in the Big Red, and Blue believes in you. It's halftime. Nebraska up 45-35 over Kansas State at intermission. And our halftime show will begin after this break on the Huskers Radio Network.
Since 1975, Woodhouse has proudly served our customers and communities. From one dealership to over 21 dealerships across Nebraska and Iowa, our promise remains the same. A wide selection of vehicles, trusted service, and financing that fits your life. We believe in honest people, fair prices, and relationships built to last. Because it's not just about the road ahead, it's about traveling it together. Start your journey at woodhouse.com.
At Central Valley Ag, starting calves strong means setting up your success. Purina Stress Care 5 with RX3 immune support technology is now available. Help your herd thrive with proven performance you can count on. Right now, when you buy 2 tons or more, you'll get a free mug, limit 1 per purchaser. Start them strong. Harness the benefits. Learn more at cvacoop.com. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of Husker Nation.
Put away your sleigh. The Nebraska Lottery's Yuletide Ride promotion is back, and you could be dashing through the snow in a 2025 Ford Bronco, or be one of 5 winners of $1,000. From now until January 20th, just enter non-winning Merry Money Holiday Scratch tickets online for a chance at a new SUV. Bronco is a registered trademark of Ford Motor Company. Ford Motor Company is not a sponsor of the sweepstakes promotion. Merry Money top prize odds vary by game.
Tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by Cornerstone Bank. Let's take a look at these stats. Kansas State is led by P.J. Haggerty, who averages 28 points a game. He's got 12 at the break on 5 for 9 shooting. Second leading scorer is Bashir, 2 for 7 from the three-point line, and he's a 55% three-point shooter. They are shooting 13 for 33 from the field for 39%, 4 for 19 for 21%, 83% from the line, 5 for 6. They have 19 total rebounds. They also have 9 turnovers. For Nebraska, Price Sanford has 13 points on 5 of 9 shooting, 3 for 7 from the 3. And then we have a good balance with the rest. Mast with 8, Hoiberg with 8, Frager with 7. Nebraska is shooting 54% from the field, 19 for 35, and 27.8% from the three-point line. Tonight's three-point halftime tally is brought to you by Central Valley Ag, where every Husker three-pointer helps to feed the hungry planet here at home. At the half, the Huskers have made 5 shots from beyond the arc. With each made basket, CVA is proud to help local schools' backpack programs by donating to Food Bank for the Heartland. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of the Huskers. Cornerstone Bank is committed to providing you game-changing solutions for your financial needs. Bank on a solid foundation. Cornerstone Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Huskers lead it by 10. We'll be right back. This is Big Red Basketball.
At Central Valley Ag, starting calves strong means setting up your success. Purina Stress Care 5 with RX3 immune support technology is now available. Help your herd thrive with proven performance you can count on. Right now, when you buy 2 tons or more, you'll get a free mug, limit 1 per purchaser. Start them strong. Harness the benefits. Learn more at cvacoop.com. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of Husker Nation.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The Huskers are heating up.
Yeah, wish my house was the same.
You should get John Henry's out there. My furnace is running like a champ.
No kidding. My heating has definitely gone cold.
Call John Henry's. Those guys don't miss.
I'm calling it the next time out. Go Big Red.
Call 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
And electrical.
Just like the Huskers dominate the hardwood, J-Tech Construction is here to dominate your home improvement game. Whether it's roofing, siding, or solar, our team plays with the same passion as your Nebraska men's and women's basketball teams, bringing Husker pride to every project. From energy-saving solar to game-winning windows, J-Tech has the tools to make your home a Husker-worthy powerhouse. Proudly serving all of Husker Nation because, just like Big Red, we know how to bring home the W. J-Tech Construction, your home, our game. Call for a free estimate. Terms and conditions apply.
We are back at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Hall of Fame Classic Championship. Undefeated Nebraska, undefeated Kansas State. Nebraska leading by 10 at halftime, 45-35. Jeff, you went through the stats and mentioned 21% shooting in the first half for Kansas State from 3. Their team that's hitting 46% on average every game. Great job, but you got to figure they might catch up a a little bit in that direction in the second half.
Yeah, it usually balances out, but I do like our footwork and our feet activity on closeouts. It seems like we are reacting while the ball's in the air and getting to shooters. They did miss some early open ones, but we also affected quite a few and ran them off the line.
Coming up Tuesday, Nebraska back home for a pair of games Tuesday and Saturday. Bye games, and don't be misled when I say bye games, because the Tuesday game is against a little team called Winthrop, the Eagles out of the Big South Conference, and all they did this last week is go into Arkansas and lose by 1 point, 84-83. If you think that's going to be a piece of cake, you are mistaken.
And they had Arkansas beat. They had them on the ropes and really should have won that game. They're pretty talented.
That will be a 7:30 tip-off, 6:30 broadcast. But the big order of business here for Nebraska is to see if they can pull this off in Kansas City to stay undefeated, up by 10 at halftime. You know, 1 of every 3 fatal crashes in Nebraska involves an alcohol-impaired driver. If you drink, do not drive. Impaired driving is deceptively dangerous. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office coming up next to a major college scoreboard. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Nebraska Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Nebraska Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Think a bunch of IT gurus would have anything in common with a dominant college volleyball team? Hey Lincoln, I'm Ed Knott, president of Applied Connective, serving Nebraska businesses for nearly 20 years. We're proud to have a few things in common with our beloved Huskers. Namely, that we're also a group of hardworking and highly skilled individuals that make up one dynamic team. From our IT and cybersecurity all-stars to our phone, physical security, infrastructure, and audio-video pros, we're one team that can expertly manage all your technologies. Discover why it's a game changer to partner with us at AppliedConnective.com. And as always, go Big Red.
12 seconds left in the fourth. Jared has $300 down on a parlay. It's caught! It's caught! Unbelievable! A huge win for Jared, who's now losing his lunch all over the casino floor.
Does gambling disagree with you? Find free help and real hope through the Nebraska Gamblers Assistance Program at gamblingdisagreeswithyou.com.
Yeah, watch the left corner right here, Chip. That stain is not coming out.
Live inside the Acres Broadcast Center, I'm Christopher Sullivan-Diaz with the Nebraska Lottery Scoreboard update. In Kansas City tonight, as part of the Hall of Fame Classic, the champ around here, K-State versus Nebraska. We got some men's basketball scores inside the Big Ten. Number 23, Wisconsin versus number 9, BYU. BYU blows out Wisconsin 98-70. Northwestern versus Virginia. The Cavaliers take a victory 83-78. Detroit Mercy versus number 17, Michigan State. 84-56 in favor of the Spartans. Central Connecticut versus Rutgers. Central Connecticut gets a win 67-54. Number 15 versus number Texas Tech versus number 1. Purdue is currently in progress. Presbyterian College versus 19. UCLA is going to be picking up any minute here. Some other top 25 games. You got number 6 Louisville versus Cincinnati. You got Niagara University versus number 5 Duke. Merrimack versus number 10 Florida. Loyola Maryland versus number 12 Kentucky. Jackson State versus number 21 Arkansas. And that'll do it for the top 25 tonight. In other Husker sports, the Huskers are going to take on the Nittany Lions tomorrow in Happy Valley, set for a 6 p.m. kick. You've also got the Nebraska Rifle Team at 8 a.m. tomorrow against number 1 Ole Miss and number 14 Air Force. Addition to that, you got Nebraska Volleyball, number 1, facing off against number 17 Indiana at 5 p.m. That'll be on the Huskers Radio Network as well. And some college football action tonight. FSU is currently playing NC State with the Wolfpack currently leading 14-3. And Hawaii is matching up with UNLV at 9:30 p.m. This has been a Nebraska Lottery Scoreboard update. Put away your sleigh. The Nebraska Lottery's Yuletide Ride promotion is back, and you could win a new SUV or $1,000. Just enter non-winning Merry Money Holiday Scratch tickets by January 20th, 2026. Top prize odds vary by game. It's halftime at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Not Pinnacle Bank Arena, it's in Kansas City. Nebraska leads the Wildcats 45-35. We'll have the start of the second half right after this. You're listening to Big Red Basketball.
Call SOS, a trustworthy company since 1950. Their technicians don't earn commission. This equals fair treatment to their customers. SOS is a family-owned third-generation company, and now to celebrate the 75th year in business for a limited time, get a New York AC or furnace for $75 per month. Get you and your loved ones comfortable again with SOS.
SOS to the rescue. SOS. SOS.
Call 402-391-2336.
There is no place like Nebraska, and there's no peace of mind like knowing you have a dedicated team of technology experts working for your business around the clock. Hey Lincoln, I'm Ed Knott, president of tech company Applied Connective. It's a privilege to serve our great state for nearly 2 decades now with managed IT, cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, and audio-video solutions. Our team understands the importance of fitting you with the right technologies to help your business perform at its peak potential all day, every day. Discover more at AppliedConnective.com and go Big Red.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
The Huskers are heating up.
Yeah, wish my house was the same.
You should get John Henry's out there. My furnace is running like a champ.
No kidding. My heating has definitely gone cold.
Call John Henry's. Those guys don't miss.
I'm calling it the next time out. Go Big Red.
Call 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating
and Electrical.
We need your help, Husker fans. Nebraska is competing against other Big Ten schools in the Abbott We Give Blood Challenge, and it's time to defend our title. You can donate towards Nebraska anytime, anyplace, anywhere. Just find a donation center near you and log it on big10.org/Abbott to help the Huskers win $1 million towards your school. Every donation counts. Let's show the Big Ten the power of Husker Nation.
20 more minutes left, Jeffrey. And I just don't believe this is a situation where K-State can just 180 degrees start dominating Nebraska, nor the Huskers just automatically be 180 degrees inept.
I agree. I mean, I feel like this game's going to go down to the last 2 minutes, and somebody's going to have to make plays and make free throws. I'm a little concerned about our fouls with Sam and Braden. I think they're crucial in a game like this with their athletic ability and defensive ability. We don't have a lot of fouls, only 16 fouls, but they have 2 each. They just can't get early ones.
I'll tell you what I think is going to be really important is for Nebraska to be the team that gets on a couple of runs like they did in the first half and not let K-State get on one.
Yeah, we got to try to contain Haggerty as much as we can. Once he gets in the paint, he's almost unstoppable. He's got that 1-foot fade. He can go either hand. He's really good with either hand, which makes it tough. We've got to be ready to help on him, and then we've got to rebound those misses. We can't give up as good as they are offensively. We can't give up second chance points and let them kick it back out for threes.
This has been a NCAA tournament level first half here in November in Kansas City.
It is, and we said this earlier in the season. Our schedule sets up really nice. We got those 3 games in early where we grew a little bit, found out some things, and then you get Oklahoma, and then you come to another tournament with a good New Mexico team, and now a really good Kansas State team. So we're finding a lot out. We're winning some games, and this is a great atmosphere to play in again.
Bearcase, Sanderford, on the floor. For my money, let's see if they can't get something going here early. Sanford and Berkey, because Sanford had it going, but it was kind of quiet later in the first half.
And they picked up the pressure on him, but he can handle that.
Here's Jamarcus Lawrence, the rink masked, first possession, second half. Big Red with a 10-point lead and the ball. Jamarcus Lawrence, ball kicked by K-State, by Johnson, I beg your pardon. Nebraska gets it, 21 seconds left on the possession.
That kick was big. We had a back screen for Rink coming right to the basket, wide open.
Jamarcus into Sanford. Fakes the handoff right back to Jamarcus. Instead to Hoiberg on the right side. Sanford, 3-ball no. Rebound run down by Rapiak. And here's K-State the other way. Haggerty against Jamarcus. Comes left. Little hedge play. Drives the ball. Takes the bump up top. And off to Johnson, dancing around with it at the head of the key on the right side. Rapiak has got the ball. 14 on the shot clock. Bashir, 3. Got it. Money ball. Saw it go down. Moment it left his fingertips.
Yeah, that was straight on, dead swish. And he had no doubt what he was doing with that ball.
Yep. First 3 of the second half belongs to K-State, and they've closed her within 7. And the Mast answers with a 3, but it's short. And the rebound out of bounds. Ball out of bounds off the rim. Kansas State with the first points of the second half. The Huskers come up empty on their first 2 possessions. K-State ball.
A little similar to last night. We've cooled down from the 3, even though we're getting great looks.
45-38, Nebraska by 7. Here's Bashir again. The crossover takes it to the right side in the paint. The spin move, double team, but a foul on Mast, fouling McGriff, going to the hole.
Good spin move. He's really good around the basket. Not much perimeter game, but when he gets it in the paint, and he does like the spin move. We saw it on film quite a bit.
We were talking before the game. How does a guy like that, 6'9", 230, very skilled, end up at UNC Wilmington?
Yeah, somebody missed on him, and then, of course, they get discovered at those lower levels. I wasn't sure that was a shooting foul, and Coach Hoiberg doesn't think it was.
Well, they're going to give him 2. Kamari McGriff, 91% foul shooter. It's a 7-point game, 45-38. Big deep breath. He's a lefty, fires, scores. And now you got a 6-point game, 45-39.
Sounds like they're going to press here. The coaches are reminding Coach Hoiberg 1-2-2 press. And they've shown that quite a bit after free throws.
McGriff hits the first of 2. And he'll shoot another here. 6-point ball game, 45-39. Huskers yet to score here in the second frame. Kent Pavelka, Jeff Smith with you as the Huskers try to come through with a victory tonight on this neutral, so-called neutral floor.
Yeah.
Both foul shots, McGriff good. Now he got a 5-point game at 45-40. Here's the press. We called it a diamond. Sanford. Jamarcus near the timeline. Mast comes out to catch it. Now pressure defensively. They guarding the ball. Hoiberg's got it. Comes to the left side. The crossover to the foul line. The take inside. Pivots. Kicks it out in the corner. Jamarcus has got the ball. Jamarcus dancing around. Fires it up. No good. And it comes off the rim into the hands of Kansas State the other way. We got a 5-point game. K-State with possession. Johnson's got it. Skip pass right side. Bashir, 3-ball, looks good as not. Rebound Hoiberg, quick to the defensive glass.
We made him dribble that time. That made a difference.
Hoiberg puts it on the floor. Takes the pass left. Bounce pass right side. Popping out the catch. Butenjel now to Lawrence. Huskers on the offensive end. And a bad pass and the pickoff. And Haggerty was fouled. No call. Huskers got away with one here. Is Sanford. 3-ball, no good.
Good recovery by Jamarcus on the turnover. And another good look for Price.
5-point Husker lead. K-State basketball. Rapiak with the ball in the corner. Bashir again. This one's good from deep in the left corner. And you got a 2-point game now.
And we're just going to have to locate him quicker. The problem is he's got such great range. He spaces so good. He's hard to get to.
Timeout on the floor. It's a 30. And the Huskers, who had led by 15, now lead by 2. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
Nebraskans are choosing chiropractic for better health. Why chiropractic? Because it's safe, drug-free, and a cost-effective treatment option for back and joint pain. Plus, all generations can benefit from natural chiropractic care. Choose chiropractic first for pain relief or to improve your mobility, athletic performance, or overall wellness. Make chiropractic your first choice for better health and find a chiropractic physician near you at nebraskachiropractic.org. Get your life back with chiropractic.
When second's making a play, short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter agents Craig Kerr, Jeff Bond, or Matt Moorhead in Lincoln today.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Husker basketball is brought to you by Choices Treatment Center. If you or someone you know is struggling with problem gambling, free treatment is available in Nebraska. Call Choices 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300 for more information. Offices in Lincoln and Columbus.
2-point game, Jeffrey. Starting to feel a little heat here.
Yeah, we just haven't scored yet this half. But, 17-41 mark. We've had 3 really good looks at the three-point line. And on the post feed that Rink was throwing to Berke, he needed to get his hands up and seal better. Rink probably got the turnover for that, but a lot of time it's the post. If the post doesn't get a really good seal and get big, they're going to hop around like they did and get the steal.
Corn farmers are deeply rooted in the land that they serve, and they planted crops on for generations. Corn farmers, hear their stories at IamNebraskaCorn.com. Let me give you that again, IamNebraskaCorn.com.
We're just going to have to locate Bashir. He's explosive from the three-point line. He's made his last 2 out of 3.
Yep. And he's got 4 out of 10 on the night. Here's Jamarcus Lawrence for the Big Red. 2-point lead, Huskers. Big possession. Jamarcus, elbow right. Berke drives it, spins, fakes, drop step, over the left shoulder, puts it up. They call travel on him.
Not sure he moved that pivot foot, but he should have gone up quicker.
I was going to say he should have gone up after the second move.
Yep.
And now a 2 ties the game. A 3 would give Kansas State the lead. McGriff with the ball, with a handoff to Johnson. Looking left to Bashir, wants to shoot it. Goes right side, Johnson. Fakes outside, goes inside, kicks to McGriff. Now to Bashir, the 3 ball up, good. 1-point lead, K-State. They've come from 15 down to take the lead for the first time at 46-45, and you can hear the crowd respond. Here's Gibson with the ball for the Cornhuskers, dribbling to the right side with a handoff. The drive inside, Sanford, reverse layup, up and good, and Nebraska takes the lead at 47-46 on a make by Sanford, his 14th and 15th points of the game.
He seems to come up with them when we need him.
Haggerty with the basketball in the midcourt left side for K-State. Ball stripped away by Sanford. Flips it down the floor to Lawrence. Lawrence, left-handed dribble. Caught and fouled right into our lap. Hope he's okay.
You're so sorry, PJ.
Man, gave up his body and just about took out yours truly.
You almost had him in your lap there, KP.
They called a foul, I hope, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Have you taken a charge for a while?
You okay, man?
When's the last time you took a charge?
I gave up my body, you saw.
Oh, I know. You were committed. You stood in there.
My feet weren't moving. I did not move my hips.
You were set.
Inbounds pass, Lawrence to Hoiberg, back to Lawrence, left to right, corner right, Sanford 3. Got it! So Sanford gives Nebraska a 4-point lead. 50-46. He scores 5 in a row for the Big Red. Bashir answers with a 3 ball, no good. Tipped out by Johnson. Foul called on K-State.
And that's Sam Hoiberg boxing out. Johnson's a strong kid, but Sammy was not going to give up any ground and drew the foul on the push. Great job, Sam Hoiberg.
Sanford on the night now with 18 points, leading the way for the Big Red. Nebraska leads it by 4, 50-46. K-State's lead short-lived. Here is a three on the way, no good this time by Sanford. The rebound taken down by K-State. Breakers in the ball game, went into the dead ball. Johnson comes right, crossover, kicks it out, up top left side over to C.J. Jones, comes to the right on the dribble, reversal, extra, Johnson in the corner, got it. Now we're starting to see him catch up to that 46% three-point shooting that they have had through 5 games. We got a 1-point Husker lead at 50-49. Prager used up his dribble to Lawrence. Deeper down the wing over to Mast. Mast drives left baseline. Double team comes. The open man is Lawrence. Great find. Great little pocket pass. Mast to Lawrence.
Great assist. I don't know how he saw him. I thought he was going to go jump hook, but he found him right under the basket.
3-point Husker lead on the make by Lawrence. The assist by Mast. 52-49 Nebraska. Here's Johnson driving the ball. Double team to the baseline. Jump pass, tipped out of bounds, last touched by Sanford, and it's going to be K-State's ball. Timeout on the floor.
Corn farmers are deeply rooted in the land they serve and planted crops on for generations. Hear their stories at IamNebraskaCorn.com. We got a 52-49 ball game. Timeout with 15:10 left. This is the Husker Radio Network.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Nebraska Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Nebraska Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Husker Nation travels well with the Lincoln Airport, the official airport of Husker Athletics. With convenient flights and hassle-free service, it's LNK for the win. Visit LincolnAirport.com.
Back and forth we go. Bashir goes off for K-State. Sanford goes off for the Huskers.
This is kind of what you expected. I mean, we got off to a great start, kind of overwhelmed them a little bit with our defense and ball movement. But, of course, great teams adjust, and they have. And when they start making shots, they're a lot better team. So this is a great game for us right now in kind of a hostile environment. Let's see if we keep responding. I love the poise of Rink on that assist to Jamarcus and Price Sanford poised with the ball. What a great reverse layup he just made.
How about Prager scoring on the next possession? How about that for a concept? Prager, Mast, Lawrence, Hoiberg, and Sanford on the floor. K-State's ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock remaining. Haggerty to throw it in. He's been held to a dozen. Hasn't scored in the second half. McGriff dribbles it right to left in the midcourt. On the sideline, high. Back to McGriff. Pull-up jump shot. No touch on it. Rebound off the miss belongs to Sanford. Was that McGriff? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Who cares? They didn't score. Here's Mast with the ball. Rifles a pass on the right side. Driving baseline, spinning. Hoiberg draws the foul. And in. Oh, they called the travel.
He did. He hopped on his pivot foot. He got a little off balance. I think he was anticipating more contact.
So, no reverse layup make by Sam. Turnover instead. 52-49 Nebraska. Under 15 minutes to go here in KC at the Hall of Fame Classic Finals. With the basketball is Johnson. Swings it left. Deep on the baseline. Johnson in the corner. Has a cutter. It's Haggerty. Lays it up and in. Nobody picked him up on the weak side, and it was too late once he caught it deep.
Yeah, our helpers weren't there that time. Kind of unusual for us.
52-51, 1 point Husker lead. Mast is stripped. Turnover. K-State the other way. Haggerty layup, no good. Fouled by Sanford, and 2 free throws coming up for Haggerty. The first of which could tie this game. The second of which would put them ahead.
Sanford's first. Team second. Haggerty to the line.
12 points on the night for P.J. Haggerty, averaging better than 28 a game, the leading scorer in the country.
84% free throw shooter, 1 for 2 so far on the night.
And his foul shot is money, 13 for him, and we've got a 52 draw right now. 6 minutes into the second half here in KC.
He is really good when he gets downhill, going on cuts or dribble drives to the basket.
Second foul shot up, good. 1 point lead K-State. Back and forth we go. It's 53-52 Cats. Crowd comes alive. Lawrence with the basketball. Throws it across the timeline to Sam. Back to Lawrence. Just across the timeline. Huskers need to execute and get a goal here. Here's Sanford. One arm's a left-handed pass over on the left side in front of us to Lawrence. Lawrence to Hoiberg. Dribbles in and reverses it up and in off the window on the right side. Great pump fake by Sammy, and the Huskers take the 53-52 lead, or 54-53 lead.
Definitely read the good closeout right there.
Pump fake, right side, baseline, weak side, bounce pass, 3 ball on the way, good. Money for Johnson.
Johnson's heating up from the corner over there, left corner. He just camps out over there and waits for it.
Equals their biggest lead of 2, 56-54, 13-20 to go in the game. Entry pass, baseline left, Mast has got it. Mast pivoting, putting it on the floor, powers it up and in with the left hand. And we've got a 56-all draw on Rick Mast's 9th and 10th points.
And that's some really good patience in the post, reading the defense.
Johnson, top of the circle for K-State. On the right side, long 3 on the way, no good. And a push-off on the floor on the defensive rebound. Johnson I think he had Lawrence boxed out.
He did, yeah, and he probably pushed him. He didn't have a choice there. Johnson's a big, strong, 6'3" guard, kind of a power guard.
215 pounds.
Big shoulders. He's a load down there as a guard for our guards to handle.
Now, Rink is out of the game here at the 12:59 mark. I don't know how long they can afford to have him off the floor. Buchenschel comes in to replace him. They inbound the ball in the right corner. With it is Castillo. Can't get it inside. Extra pass. Poked out of bounds by Frager in the passing lane. 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
Good deflection by Braden. He saw the reversal coming. Almost could have picked that off.
Into the game comes Jacobson before they inbound the ball. And out of the game comes Sanford. So you got Sanford, Hoiberg, Frager, Lawrence, and Buchenschel on the floor for the Big Red. And we've got a tie game at 56. K-State's ball.
Probably not our best offensive team on the floor. Frager's going to have to be active here on the offensive end, I think.
Haggerty with the ball for Kansas State. Tied at 56 we are. Drives it. Switched defensively. He traveled. No call. Throws out of a double team. Step back. Sidestep 3. Castillo good. Oh, my gosh.
And he's another 50% three-point shooter. That's his first one of the game.
Other way on the other end, it's Hoiberg to Lawrence. Out to Buchenschel, the 3. No good. He bricked it. K-State the other way. Ahead, 59-56. Long 3, no good by Johnson. Rebound into the hands of Frager. Frager fights for it. Gets it. Brings it up the floor, across the timeline. Frager drives the ball. Frager on the weak side to Hoiberg. Back to Frager. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Buchenschel. Rebound, put back, Buchenschel. Wouldn't go down. Rolled off, but he'll get 2 free throws.
There was great position on the backside. A really good, strong rebound. That thing almost went in, but I love the position he got, knowing that misses go to the opposite side about 60-70% of the time. Steps to the line. Maybe this can kind of get him going. He sees a free throw, or hopefully 2 go in.
4 points on the night for Bearcase. Not shot a free throw. The Huskers have shot only 5. 10 for Kansas State. Free throw, no good. 2 for 6, the Huskers from the line.
Everybody has those tough shooting nights. He's 0 for 5 from the 3. He does so many other things. I'd like to see him shot fake and put it on the floor sometimes instead of shoot that 3. Maybe pass and chase it with an on-ball screen.
59-56. Huskers down 3. Buchtengill at the free throw line. Had 5 and 7 against New Mexico last night. Crouches down, the lefty fires. Got it this time. Nothing but net for Bear K. His 5th point of the game. We got a 2-point ball game at 59-57. K-State's got it and the lead.
Bashir's back in.
Castillo to the left side. That's not good news. To Johnson, 3 ball, up, rimming out, rebound by Buchtengill. Huskers with not a lot of ball pressure on those 3-point attempts.
No, we could pick it up a little bit.
Jacobson, midcourt right, comes left, hands it off to Sam. Top of the circle to Buchtengill, swings it right, hands it off to Frager, thought about it, takes it left, drives the left lane line, puts it up and in. Just great quickness by Frager. And then we got a 1-point game at 59-58. And out of bounds the ball goes. Last touch by Nebraska. Timeout on the floor. Actually, he tied the score with that layup.
Yes, he did. When he gets going to his left hand, he is unstoppable almost.
We've got a timeout on the floor.
Alumni Hall is where Husker fans shop. Load up on officially licensed Husker gear at their 2 locations in Lincoln, on their app or at alumnihall.com. Spend $150 and get $10 back in Hall cash rewards. Shop Alumni Hall today. We got a tie ball game with 11:34 left. This is the Husker Radio Network.
When First Dakota National Bank created Dakota Mac in 1993, we knew we could offer ag producers something few other banks dared to. Long-term, fixed-rate loans for ag real estate refinances and purchases. Today, we go by Landera, and we provide the same great service and even more banking options to help your operation thrive for generations to come. Banking evolves. Trust endures. Landera, a division of First Dakota National Bank.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Being a Nebraska fan doesn't stop when the game ends. It's every day, all day, home or away. This is Kyle Crooks, the voice of the Huskers, telling you to level up with the new Husker Visa debit card, free with any FNBO checking account. Be one who lives it, one who proves it. Every time you pay with the Husker Visa debit card, only at FNBO, the bank of Husker Nation. Get yours today at FNBO.com/Huskers. One for the fans, one for you. Member FDIC.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification on the Huskers Radio Network.
On the wheel, head in the game. The driver has one job to drive. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Waiting for our first Amigos dunk of the night. In the meantime, you can enjoy the bold, fresh flavors of Amigos. At Amigos, there's a change in the air, and that's cool night sweaters and a new fall favorite, queso nachos. On game day, Amigos is a slam dunk.
Kent, they've hit 5 threes in this half. We've hit 1. They're up to 33%, inching up towards their average. Don't know if they'll get up to 46, but they can shoot it. They can space you out with 3 shooters on the floor or 4, and they really have 4 guards on the floor right now coming out of this timeout.
Outscored Nebraska 30-18 from 3. They had 21% at halftime from 3. This is Johnson with the ball. Gives it into the timeline to McGriff. He comes to the left. He's trying to find Haggerty on the left sideline. Castillo has the ball. And he palmed it. Well, I guess he kept his pivot foot. Haggerty drives, lost the handle. And we had a foul on the floor on Nebraska. And Coach Hoiberg not arguing that one.
Got Kale for that one. Our 14th foul. They've had a lot of baseline out of bounds here. You gotta watch Haggerty coming off the baseline on their out of bounds plays.
4 team fouls, Nebraska, 3 on Kansas State. Haggerty will trigger it in under the K-State basket. We're tied at 59. 11 minutes and change to go. Haggerty bounces it in the left corner. Johnson, step back, skip pass. Here's McGriff. Skip pass left side. Johnson drives the ball, stops, kicks, traveling. Traveling on Johnson.
There they caught him. Good defense by Nebraska. We had about 4 switches there that were perfect switches on their diamond out of bounds play.
And so Nebraska gets it. And we're tied at 59. 9 minutes gone, 11 minutes to go. Coach Hoiberg calls the play. Jamarcus brings it into play in the front court. He gives it to Prager to the elbow. Looks for a back cutter. Not there. Popping out to catch. Berke. He had it knocked free. Turnover Nebraska, and Fred wanted a call. Thought he was fouled.
There was a lot of body contact there.
Here's Castillo with the ball, or Bashir rather. And now the drive for the Haggerty in the corner, and the 3 is on the way. And once again, it's Bashir, and that's 6 threes for him.
He's got a beautiful stroke.
I don't want to hear it. 62-59. 3-point lead. Lawrence drives right side against Johnson. Pull up, Jay. Good touch. Got the goal.
Great quick pull up. He just lost his man with that footwork.
7 points for Lawrence. 62-61. 1 point K-State lead. Haggerty crossover. He had Lawrence on skates, and he makes the goal from just inside the right lane line.
We got to start putting a couple stops together in a row. They're just really in a good rhythm offensively.
Prager to Jacobson, 3-point lead, 64-61 Kansas State. Jacobson looking left, looking right, pivoting left, gives it to Prager. Prager looks left, comes right, dancing around with it. Prager between the legs. Prager the drive inside all the way to the hoop and got the lay-in. Prager is unbelievable as a freshman.
And the possession before that, Coach Hoiberg tried to get an ISO with him, but they defended it pretty well.
64-63, Nebraska down by 1 point, and we got a foul.
Illegal screen. McGriff.
Foul on, yeah, he knocked over Lawrence. And so the Huskers are going to get it back down 1, 64-63 with 9:32 left to go.
McGriff's first personal foul. We get Rink back on the floor with that foul stoppage of play, and Price Sanford back on the floor.
Rapiak is back in for Kansas State.
I like Frager on the floor.
Don't kid me. That's a mouthful right there. Here's Lawrence. 2 Mass, 2 Frager, midcourt left. Right side popping out to catch Lawrence. Comes right, pick and roll. Mast has got it. 1 bounce out to Jacobson. 1 dribble to Lawrence. The pump fake. The entry into Mast. And we got a whistle and a foul on the floor. And it's going to be on Haggerty. And that's his 3rd.
That's his 3rd. Great recognition. Jamarcus could have taken that 3, but Rink had him sealed.
And he flopped.
And he flopped it, and they called the right call on that one.
Reset the shot clock to 20. Nebraska down 1, 64-63, 9:16 to go here in Kansas City. Lawrence underneath. Prager layup good. Nebraska takes the lead. 65-64. Great inbounds play by Nebraska. Prager on the night now in double figures with 13. And away from the ball. I thought we had whistle. That sounds like a whistle being
Somebody's
blown.
whistling in the stands.
K-State's basketball. Johnson's got it. Handcuffed almost. The takeaway by Jacobson out to Bashir. Unguarded 3. Yes, 7 threes.
I don't know what happened there. We just absolutely lost him, and we weren't rotating.
67-65, Nebraska down by 2 points. With it is Mast between the circles. Pivoting right, coming left on the dribble. Against Rapiak, now to Lawrence, give and go. Return pass to Mast, knocked away, fouled by Johnson. 2 free throws coming up for Rink Mast. This is a March Madness level game, my friends, that you're listening to right now.
Great game to be in right now. Rink really could have kept that ball up instead of bringing it down around his knees. He did draw the foul, but I think he could have maybe 3-point play if he keeps it up.
Need these foul shots, Rink. First one's up, got it. Rink Mast. 6'10", 250-pound senior out of the Netherlands. Came to us from Bradley 3 seasons ago. He was kicked in the calf last night. I was talking to him in the elevator. He said it's really sore. Second free throw, money ball. 67 apiece.
His leadership's amazing, too. Watching him in practice, he repeats every call and coaches on the floor.
Haggerty with the basketball for Kansas State. Lawrence fights over the screen. Long 3 on the way. No good. Rebound by Jacobson. Off the miss. Was that Bashir again?
Yes, Bashir from 35 feet.
Well, you know what? If he's feeling it, maybe percentages are, here's an offensive foul. Illegal screen by Frager. And they cost some possession. Didn't get a shot on.
Yeah, it was. He just didn't stop moving. He wanted to set a really hard screen, and he didn't stop moving, so they caught him.
Is that 3 on him?
Frager That is 3.
67 apiece. 12 minutes into the second half. Kansas State's basketball. Rapiak with the ball. He is a load, isn't he? He handles it up top. Throws right side Bashir to the elbow. To Rapiak. Left side to Johnson. 16 on the shot clock. We're tied at 67. Bashir dancing around. Drives left lane line. Drops it off on a back cut and a layup good. 69-67. Haggerty with a goal is 17th and 18th points.
He's a load going to the rim.
69-67. Nebraska down a deuce. Lawrence accosted it. Stripped. Rapiak the other way. And a foul on Lawrence. Tried to hold him up. Now, I don't think they're going to call an intentional foul here because...
Already called a review there. He was trying to hold him up, and it looked like he was hugging him.
If it's an intentional, they'll get 2 free throws and the ball. This is a huge call. 69-67 is our score. 7:38 to go. K-State leads it by 2.
Yeah, this is very important. It did look like he had both arms around him, and then he tried to hold him up. So I got a bad feeling on this one.
I do too. You know, seatbelt use saves lives, friends. Seatbelt use prevents injuries. Nearly 15,000 lives are saved per year. Buckle up. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
So this is going to be our under 8 timeout, I believe.
I don't know if we've got an official timeout or not. It doesn't say so. Is this a media break? We'll take a media break here and be right back on the Huskers Radio Network.
Being a Nebraska fan doesn't stop when the game ends. It's every day, all day, home or away. This is Kyle Crooks, the voice of the Huskers, telling you to level up with the new Husker Visa debit card, free with any FNBO checking account. Be one who lives it, one who proves it. Every time you pay with the Husker Visa debit card, only at FNBO, the bank of Husker Nation. Get yours today at fnbo.com/Huskers. One for the fans, one for you. Member FDIC.
It's the Ford Black Friday Sell-a-thon, and it's go time with great deals across the Ford lineup. Get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Head to your Midwest Ford dealers during the Black Friday Sell-a-thon. Now get 0%, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select Ford vehicles. Hurry, and these value-driven offers end December 1st. Go to your Midwest Ford dealers today. Official vehicle of your Kansas City Chiefs, driven by value.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Drill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Win or lose, sometimes gambling is hard to stomach. If gambling disagrees with you, you can find help through the Nebraska Gamblers Assistance Program at gamblingdisagreeswithyou.com.
Now the officials over there joking around with one of the Kansas State assistants.
Did they conclude anything?
We know it's going to be an intentional foul. And we saw one of the officials, the bald guy, saying in the huddle with the other 2 officials, I got a common foul. I read his lip. He said, I got a common foul.
Must have been 2 against 2 voted.
Well, the other 2, one of the other ones probably said, but we're here in Kansas City, 2 hours away from Manhattan.
Yeah. That's a tough one. But to me, at the start of the play, it kind of looked like it.
I agree.
And then he was trying to hold him up and be a good sport, and didn't matter.
Rapiak at the free throw line.
Yep, flagrant 1.
50% free throw shooter. First one's up, got it.
That means he's got to miss this one. And then they're going to get the ball out under.
70-67, 3-point Kansas State lead. Rapiak, second free throw short, airballed it, hit the net and no rim.
There's your 50%. That's a bad miss. There's a guy we can foul at the end of the game, right there.
Yes, sir.
If he's on the floor.
If he's on the floor is right. Offense for defense, defense for offense, and all that. And K-State will inbound it up by 3, 70-67. Huge call there. And not a bad call.
No, you probably had to go that way.
Haggerty with 18 in the game, 20 in the game. Boy, he's going to get his 28. That's 6 straight for him. Bashir, Rapiak down underneath the reverse layup by Haggerty. He's got 22 and a 5-point lead for K-State, 72-67.
Haggerty's a good cutter when he's off the ball.
Here is Hoiberg driving the ball. Almost lost his pick of it. Throws it out to Jacobson. Drops it off. Mast layup good. Great execution there. Mast got the deuce. 14 points for him. 72-69.
Great assist for Kale.
Here's a drive inside. The kick up top. Rapiak's got it. Spins inside. Draws a double. Drives right lane line now. Spinning, missing, rebound Mast. Mast hit on the arm and a foul called. He was fouled by the guy who missed the shot, C.J. Jones.
And that's their 7th, so we're going to shoot a 1-on-1. Good defense by the Big Red. Big rebound by Rink. Go hit these 2. Cut it to a 1-point game.
72-69. 6:46 to go. Huskers with a 15-point lead in the first half. 12 minutes into it, 11 and a half minutes into it. K-State leading right now, and the free throw is no good by Master. In and out, popped out.
That one hurts, Kent. That one hurts.
Missed the front end of a 1-and-1, and Rapiak with a ball in the half court for Kansas State. They're ahead by 3, 72-69. Bashir, bounce pass, right side. Johnson driving, stopping, wheeling, throwing it up. Threw up a prayer. Great box out by Hoiberg.
He blocked 2 out that time. Great job.
Sam Hoiberg with the board, the box out and the board. Hoiberg across the line has a screen by Mast. Reverses right side. Jacobson in the corner. Frager's 3. Got it! Holy smokes, Braden Frager. Oh, my goodness. What a performance by Frager in this tournament. He ties it at 72. Here's Haggerty. Wing right. Missed it. Rebound Nebraska, and it's off Frager and out of bounds.
Oh, he had that rebound in his hands. He just couldn't squeeze it. Kind of went with one hand and missed it. I'll tell you what, that kid does not play like a first-year player, though.
18 points for 16 points for Frager. And with the score tied at 72, under 6 minutes to go, K-State's ball with the shot clock reset at 20. Haggerty will throw it in for the Wildcats. Flips it inbounds in the paint. Working on Mast. No shot for him now in the paint deeper. Short arms the shot and the rebound again by Frager. Frager's a beast.
There he squeezed it.
A freshman beast. Great athlete. Super talented. Deep right corner. Hoiberg's got the ball. A goal puts Nebraska ahead. Frager, left elbow. Out it comes now to Sanford. Bobbled at 12 on the clock. Sanford to Jacobson. Now to Mast. 9 on the clock. Down inside. Jacobson layup. Drew the foul. Kale will be at the free throw line, and Nebraska's come from 5 down to tie it, and they can take the lead.
Foul on Rapiak. Had to help and had to foul. That's his 2nd.
Huskers on a 5-0 run after K-State took the 72-67 lead. And Frager with those 2 fingers taped together missed a couple earlier.
Jacobson, yes. That was Rapiak's 3rd foul.
Free throw, Kale up. Got it.
Boom.
First, the free throw good by Kale, and the Huskers break the tie to take the lead at 73-72.
K-State kind of changed their offense, putting Rapiak as a point forward and letting Haggerty work off the ball and cut.
Both foul shots good by Kale. Nebraska up 74-72. A 7-0 run by Nebraska, and Rapiak just almost knocked Frager down. Here is dancing around with the ball. Bashir in the paint. It's the takeaway in the passing lane. Guess who? Braden Frager, number 5. What a performance he has had here. He pulls up, shoots a 3 way off the mark. Rink is held trying to get the offensive board. He had boxed out Johnson. 7-0 run Nebraska. Foul and Mast back to the line.
That's Rapiak's 4th. And that was just a heart rebound, heart foul by Rink. Getting better position quicker. Now they bring another guard into the game, going small with Castillo. Another shooter, though.
Nobody on God's basketball green earth ever imagined Braden Frager would have this kind of year. Free throw, Mast. Got it. 8 straight points, Nebraska.
I agree, and he's not just scoring, he's rebounding, he's playing really solid defense, he's running the floor.
Mast with 15. Huskers by 3, 75-72. Free throw up, got it, 76-72. Huskers with 9 straight.
Great run here. Coming up on we're just under the 5-minute mark.
Up by 4. With the basketball, Haggerty. Left side, Bashir missed the 3. And we got a whistle and a foul on Nebraska, trying to get the missed shot. Foul is going to be on Frager. That's his 4th.
Don't need to lose him, and that's a tough one because you got to close out on the kid, and he just couldn't stop his momentum. And we know Bashir's a great free throw shooter.
Fred isn't even thinking about taking him out. 4:50 left. 76-72. Boy, we in these first 6 games have had some fun, haven't we?
Yes, we have. These are great games. Bashir's only 3 for 4 on the year.
Free throw up, got it. 7, has he got 7 or 8 threes in this game? He's got 7 threes. He's 7 for 15 from distance. So he's got 24 points, leading the way in scoring for Kansas State. It's 76-73, makes the second. Fouled in the act of shooting from beyond the 3-point line, so he gets 3 free throws here.
We are getting beat at the free throw line. They're 12 for 14. We're 9 for 14.
And the third one is good. 76-75, 3 straight foul shots made by Bashir. He comes out of the game. Jones replaces him. The Huskers have Hoiberg, Sanford, Frager, Jacobson, Mast. Mast has the ball. Gives to Hoiberg. Scoots it left side with a pass to Jacobson. Pick and roll. Jacobson handles it. Can't penetrate. Popping out to catch his Mast. Has a back cutter. Can't find him. Here's Frager behind the screen. Puts it up. No good. So Frager with a quick trigger there, but a good shot.
Yeah, it looked good leaving his hand, too. Just back of the rim. Nothing wrong with that one. We ran a little clock, executed a little bit, came off the screen. I'm not sure it wasn't designed for him.
Into the game comes Jamarcus. Out of the game comes Frager. Great move by Coach Hoiberg. He'll want to know I approved of it, I'm sure.
Well, it is because we're coming up on a timeout, and he's got 4 fouls, so no reason to take a chance here before the last 4 minutes.
K-State's basketball. Haggerty's got it. Haggerty with a handoff. Gets it back from McGriff. Haggerty skipped past deep left corner. The drive, the jump stop, knocked free. A foul on Nebraska. Free throws coming up. That's how many on Nebraska now? That's just what? 8th?
That's our 8th. Yes, he'll get a 1-on-1. That was a quick whistle. I thought we had a good deflection there.
Who did they call it on?
Rink, I believe.
And how many does Mast have now?
That's his first.
So Castillo to the free throw line, the 6'1 sophomore from Bartersville, Oklahoma. Free throw on the way, got it. David Castillo makes it a tie game at 76. 4:19 left to go here from Kansas City. Second free throw, Castillo, in and out. Rebound, Frager.
We got Frager back in for offense. Good offense-defense sub here.
I approve of that, too. And Jacobson brings it across the line with a pass to Mast, who hands it off to Sanford, who hands it off to Frager. Pump fake. Up top comes to Jacobson. Back to Frager on the hash mark right side. Coming out to catch it is Mast. Pump fake. Drives behind the Frager screen all the way down the lane line. Bullies his way inside. Fade away on the way short. Yep. And a foul. A late whistle. And it'll send Mast to the free throw line. Huskers got a call here.
No, it was a late whistle, but it was the right whistle.
I'm just saying they got a call.
We got the right call, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. Good post feed there by Frager into Rink. Good position. We got a tie ball game, 76-all with 3:52 left. We'll be right back. This is Big Red Basketball.
It's the Ford Black Friday Sell-a-thon, and it's go time with great deals across the Ford lineup. Get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Head to your Midwest Ford dealers during the Black Friday Sell-a-thon. Now get 0%, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select Ford vehicles. Hurry in, these value-driven offers end December 1st. Go to your Midwest Ford dealers today. Official vehicle of your Kansas City Chiefs, driven by value.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your foundation and damaging your home. Cracks in walls and uneven floors are just a few signs your foundation is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Groundworks. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at groundworks.com. License number C142293.
Welcome back, Husker fans. We got a really good game going here. 76-all with 3:52 left. I was just perusing the stats here, KP. Bashir, 7 for 15. He's got 7 of their 12 threes. We've really done a pretty nice job on most of them. Just Bashir's gotten loose on us. And we've held him to 36%, if you can call it holding a team to 36, but that's 10% below their three-point average. They are getting to the line and making them 14 out of 17 for 82%.
Boy, this thing statistically is, in many regards, just a dead heat, as the scoreboard indicates. Rebounds, 28 to 28. What else is it looking at? Turnovers, 11 by Nebraska, 13 by K-State.
Yeah, the biggest disparity in the second half is we're 2 for 11 from the three-point line, and they're 8 for 14. So they've made 6 more threes, 18 more points at the three-point line than us.
They have had 1 more field goal attempt than have the Cornhuskers. Huskers have made 5 more 2-point field goals. Jacobson, Lawrence, Sanford, Mast, and Hoiberg on the floor for Sam Hoiberg, for Fred Hoiberg.
Give Frager a little break here, and then hopefully last 2 minutes, when we need some offense, we can get him back on the floor.
Or rebounds, or steals.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
Unless this group really gets it flowing.
Mast will toe the stripe. He can break the tie with 3:52 to go. 76 apiece. Crouches down, fires. Got it. 77 to 76 Cornhuskers. Mast with 17. Averaging 15.4 per game.
6 for 8, 7 for 9 from the line. He's gotten there quite a bit. Let's keep putting it into him. I really don't think they can handle him down low with his patience and strength.
He had 17 last night, has 17 tonight. Huskers lead it by a point.
Bashir checks back in. 6'7". He's about 165.
I don't like it. Mass second free throw. Got it. Huskers by a deuce. 18 for Rink. Keep the ball out of Bashir's hands. Or Haggerty. We can't keep him out of both of their hands. Haggerty. Bounce pass. High post. Back to the basket. Cutting across the key. Back on the left side of the floor. The drive inside. A bump and no finish, but a foul called. And it's on, I believe, Sanford.
That was on Rink.
Going to send Castillo to the line.
And I'll tell you what happened. I had a great view that they pushed Rink into the drive. They were trying to set a screen, but they couldn't get to him, so they just pushed Rink right into the drive, and they had to make that call.
Kansas State is 14 for 17 from the foul line. Huskers 11 for 16, and David Castillo has a chance to tie it here. Free throw on the way. Got it. 78 to 77 now. And Frager comes in and Jacobson leaves.
6 for 8. We'll probably see a lot of offense-defense sub down there the last 3:37 with Frager and Kale.
I'm not so sure if Frager's more valuable on the which end of the floor.
Yeah, but with 4 fouls until the last 2 minutes, we'll keep offense-defense in.
Oh, I get it. Second free throw good by Castillo to tie it at 78. 3:37 to go. Just making the comment. Frager's
you're right. Yeah, you know.
Here's Mass.
50 years,
left side to Lawrence. Lawrence bounces it in on the block. Mass got it. Drop step. Spins the other way over the left shoulder. The hook shot is short. And the rebound taken down by C.J. Jones for K-State. We've got a tie game at 78. 3.5 to go in the game. Haggerty's got the ball. Around the horn right side. Castillo. Back to Haggerty. Faces up. Head of the key. Hoiberg's got him. The crossover and the take. And the jump shot on the way. No good. Offensive board. They gave up one. There's Castillo. Launches a 3. Missed it. Ball's loose on the floor. Hoiberg's on the floor for it. It's out of bounds. And it's last touch by Kansas State.
Nope. They're going to correct it. I think it was off Sam, and they're going to talk about it.
Well, the guy on the far side of the floor, closest to the play, said this way. I'm telling you, Jeff.
Oh, they kept it.
See? I told you.
All right. Whew, I always get nervous when they run in like that they're going to correct, they're going to change it.
Huskers ball, 78-78.
Oh, they called a foul?
on 21.
They call a foul?
Get on your knees and beg!
And who's wearing 21? They said
McGriff.
That would be McGriff. And Sam getting up. Looks like he's...
These officials are very sure about this call. They're not considering any review.
Hoiberg at the line.
And I don't know
78 to 78. 2:58 to go. Dribbles it twice. Fires it up. No good off the back of the rim, and the Huskers now are 11 for 17 from the line, and they left a bunch on the table last night at the foul line.
Frager out for Kale in for defense. Frager out.
Now Sam back at the line, 78 apiece, under 3 minutes to go. The second free throw by Sam on the way. God, this one's no good again. Rolled off the right side, goes 0 for 2.
Got to get another stop here, Big Red.
Kansas State's ball, 2:52 to go. Haggerty, the All-American. Midcourt right side. Guarding him is Sam Hoiberg. They clear the right side for him. And Mast will come with help. Skips it left side. Extra pass. Castillo drives, fouled by Lawrence. Free throws coming up for Castillo.
And that's our 10th, so he'll be shooting 2.
Frager checks in.
We talked about this last night, Kent. You got to make free throws in these close ones. It's hurting us right now.
Well, they've been outscored by 5 from the foul line, and scores tied at 78. K-State 16 for 19, Nebraska 11 for 18.
They didn't call Braden in yet. Till the second one they can call him in.
Hoiberg, Mast, Lawrence, Sanford. Free throw good, breaks the tie, 79-78 Kansas State. Castillo with 5 points.
Got to have some great execution here. And if we get to the line, we can't miss another free throw.
And no offensive rebounds here off a miss. Second one's good, though, 80 to 78. Kansas State, Castillo, money on both foul shots. Here comes Lawrence. Across the 10-second line, picked up by Castillo, gives to Sanford, gives to Hoiberg, coming left, reversing right. Long 3, Sanford on the way. Got it! Oh! Bang! Bang! Bang-a-rang! Sanford breaks the tie. Nebraska up by 1, 81 to 82, 25 to go in the game. Haggerty for Kansas State. Bounces around, gives to Johnson. Swift pass back to Haggerty. Drives the ball, puts it up, draws a foul, and an and one. Haggerty breaks the tie. Gives Kansas State the 82 to 81 lead.
Boy, I tell you, it was a great finish. I didn't see the contact there.
Well, we're about 60 feet away. Yep. 2:09 left, 82 to 81. Kansas State by 1, and Haggerty at the free throw line for Kansas State. 24 points for him.
That's DeMarcus's third. A lot of game left. 2:09.
Free throw, Haggerty. Got it. 83-81. 2-point lead. K-State timeout on the floor with 2:09 left to go. Whoa. Just whoa.
It's a great game to be in right now. This time of year, this atmosphere. Obviously a pro K-State crowd. Love this game right now. We just got to be ready to make free throws, execute, and we can't give up any offensive rebounds.
Coming up Tuesday, Nebraska at home against the Winthrop Eagles out of the Big South Conference. And before you scoff, you weren't with us, you didn't hear. They almost beat Arkansas on the road this last week, but that's nonsense talk. The point right now is the end of this game with 2:09 to go. Huskers down 2 with the ball.
I still that last possession we had went into Rink. That was his bread and butter jump hook. It was a great possession. We just missed the shot.
Rink inbounds it to Jamarcus Lawrence. Came back from Rhode Island after leaving for a year. Jamarcus flips to Frager. Up comes to Mast. Hands it off to Lawrence. Faces up. Reverses left. Behind the screen. Sanford 3 no. Rebound by Frager. High in the air with the offensive rebound. Puts it with a pump fake. The kick out. He's got the ball. Wheeling around. Keeps his pivot foot. And a timeout taken by Coach Hoiberg.
Great timeout. His foot was in the lane. Just barely in the lane. I thought they were going to call 3 seconds. Great timeout by Coach Hoiberg. K-State wanted a 5-second call on that one. Not going to call that late in the game. This is a 30.
Got my coat all hung up, tied up. There. Can you get it out of there?
Reset everything, everybody. We got an 83-81 game with K-State leading by 2. 1:48 left. Nebraska's possession under our own basket.
13 seconds on the shot clock. I don't know if you said that.
I didn't. Thank you.
I got a little distracted there. Sorry.
We're all right.
Excuse me.
We've ran 2 really good out of bounds plays for scores so far. Let's see if we can set up another one here.
If we were able to do it, it would tie it. We're down 2 right now. The Huskers down 2, 83-81. 1:48 left.
I like this lineup we have on the floor right now.
Jamarcus, Mast, Hoiberg, Sanford, and Prager.
Yep.
And it'll be Jamarcus inbounding the ball. They practice these inbounds plays against inbounds defense all the time. And they've got McGriff on the ball. The lob up top, Mast. Comes right, drives it inside the paint. Up top near the timeline, and Lawrence drives the ball. The kick to Hoiberg, who drives the ball, puts it up and in the tie the game. Sammy, my boy, ties it at 83. We've got a minute and a half to go. 90 seconds left. K-State's ball, and a timeout taken by the Cats. Holy smokes, Sam Hoiberg.
Great drive. He split him. He just drove it hard and split him and went to the other side to help with rim protection.
All right, set it up, Coach. What's K-State going to do? What's Nebraska going to do on the defensive end?
Each team has one timeout. K-State has a really nice set they run for Haggerty out of a horn set where he runs a little UCLA cut, comes back and gets a handoff. I wouldn't be surprised to see him run that little set. And then if he gets the handoff, he can shoot it or drive it. They'll want him to drive it, and they'll get Bashir in the corner and Castillo in the corner, which is really tough to guard. So we're going to have to really communicate. I would think about really not guarding their big if he's out on the perimeter and just clog that paint up so he can't get inside the paint, protect it.
So you're worried more about a paint touch, a deep paint?
I'm worried about a paint kick out is what I'm worried about.
Yep.
And a force of rotation.
Okay, here we go. Johnson will throw it in.
One timeout each.
Johnson inbounds the ball in the backcourt to Haggerty. We got a tie at 83. A minute and 25 seconds left to go. Haggerty's got the ball on the elbow, puts one up and missed it. Rebound to Mast. Great box out by Rink, and Nebraska's got the ball with a minute and 15 seconds left to go. The score tied at 83.
And that was a simple clear out for Haggerty. Good defense by Sam.
Here's Jamarcus. Sideline right, high. Jamarcus to Mast. Drives the left lane line. Wheels and a travel called on Rink. I don't know. You tell me, Jeff.
I don't know either. That's a tough call this time of game. 1:03 left.
K-State misses. Huskers rebound. Huskers turn it over. And that is the 12th turnover of the game against Nebraska. And Haggerty brings it across the timeline. We got less than a minute left to go. It's 83-83 here in Kansas City. Haggerty on the right hash mark in front of the Kansas State bench. He's guarded by Hoiberg. They clear the right side for him. He backs his way in. He's in the paint at the foul line. The kick out. Castillo's three on the way. No good. Rebound, fought for. It's out of bounds off of whom?
That's off of them.
Off of Kansas State.
Yep, it's our ball. 44.9 left.
Huskers ball. 44-9 to go. 83-83 our score. I thought Fred was going to have a heart attack there. I thought I was going to have a heart attack there. And it still could happen.
I would love to see a chance for Frege to get to his left hand and get to the rim.
Mast bounces it in. Lawrence has got the ball. Brings it across the timeline, right side, 41 seconds left to go. Mast hands it off to Lawrence. Execution. Here's the lob to Mast. Puts it up and in. It rolled around. The lob play. Lawrence to Mast. 85-83 Nebraska. We've got 32 seconds left to go. Kansas State's ball. Haggerty's got it. Haggerty on the left side of the floor drives it. Puts it up to tie it at 85 apiece. 25.5 to go. Prager inbounds it to Lawrence. Lawrence will bring it across the timeline, and Nebraska calls timeout with 22.1 to go, and the score tied at 85.
All right, we're running our best play here. We'll go for one, go for the win. It's either overtime or win it. I wouldn't be surprised to come out and run that same play, and they'll both help with Mast on the possible lob, and that would allow Price Sanford a pop-out for a wide-open look, I believe, but Fred has a lot of good stuff here. And I think, I think you run it through Mast and then get a screen for Sanford or Frager and let him get to his left hand.
85 apiece. 22 seconds left to go.
You always worry about them doing something differently defensively, of course. You know, a quick trap or a...
Well, yeah, you said you know, you get the last shot, not if you turn it over.
Right, exactly. First, you got to take care of the ball for 18 seconds. You want to shoot it with 5 or 6 so you have a chance to get an offensive rebound.
Well, Fred's drawn up the play. Out on the floor. They have the chairs out away from the sideline, from the bench. And here we go.
They do time and score every day in the regular practices. They usually start at 74-74. It's 85-85 instead. But they drill this a lot. One of the things coaches have to work on continuously is late game situations, time and scores.
Huskers ball. Sideline to inbound. Jamarcus will throw it in. He'll throw it in not 5 feet away from us here. Not 4 feet away from us here. If you're watching, hello, everybody. Jamarcus Lawrence will throw it in. Guarding him on the sideline, Castillo has the ball from the referee, bounces it into Hoiberg. 21 seconds left to go. A 1-4 flat look here. Hoiberg holds the ball. We got 15, 14, 13 to go. Hoiberg out near the timeline. 12, 11, 10. Hoiberg between the legs dribble. He's got 6. He's got 5. Hoiberg hands it off. Sanford 3 ball up. No good. Put back up. No good. Foul by Hoiberg to the line. Sam Hoiberg can win this game with 0.6 of a second left to go. They ran a play. Hoiberg had the ball. Got it down to about 3 seconds to go. Sanford threw up a brick. And Sammy Hoiberg was there for the offensive board and drew the foul. He needs to make 1 of 2.
And it was an obvious call. It was a great effort rebound by Sam.
Sam Hoiberg to the line. 85-85, 0.6 of a second left to go. Hoiberg, big deep breath, is given the ball, dribbles it twice, puts it up. Got it! I'm going to kiss him. I'm going to kiss him. Sam Hoiberg puts Nebraska ahead 86-85.
I'd miss it.
Second one on the way. No good. He did miss it. And we've got 0.1 of a second left to go, and Nebraska's going to go 6-0 on the year. Go back to Lincoln. A couple of bye games next week, one of which will be really tough on Tuesday, but listen to me.
They don't
listen to me. Who cares about football right now? Who cares about Happy Valley?
They don't have time to catch and shoot. It has to be a tip with 0.1. There's no way they can. All we need to do, we can play a big zone. We can just play a soft man, switch everything.
86-85.
Bear K checks
Huskers
in. Kale checks in.
Had a 15-point lead in the first half. Kansas State came from behind. They took a 5-point lead with about 13 minutes gone in the game. Huskers came back, and on the precipice of a night to remember.
You know what's amazing, Kent? We're winning this game with shooting 21% from the three-point line this half, 25 overall, 8 for 32. We can win without making all these threes that we've done, which is a great sign for this team.
You know what?
Did it with some gritty defense.
Yeah, you know what I want to see? I want to see the Huskers act like they've been there at the end of this. Just we're going to the locker room, and there's number 6, right?
Yep.
I don't have to act like we've been there, but I hope they do. I don't care how they act. What a game. What a game. What a game.
What a character win for this team. Again, not shooting it great. Really doing a good job with their twos. 54% from the field overall, so our 2-point percentage is really high. I don't know if they're looking at timing here, taking a look.
They're going to give them more time.
Well, it has to take a half second when you rebound the ball, right?
They got 0.1 of a second left to go in the game. Now they're going to put it back. They're going to give him 1 full second, I think.
No, there was 0.6 when he shot the free throw.
They can't give him. Yeah, they can't. I think the official was saying 1/10.
They said 0.9, and you can't put more time on the clock because when he shot it. Or they're going back to when he got fouled is what they did, Kent.
Okay.
They looked back at when he got fouled. This changes things a little bit.
Oh, my goodness. They were putting .9 on the scoreboard.
So they went back to look to see. I don't know why they didn't do that before he shot the free throws. I'm kind of glad they didn't because you can get a shooter out of rhythm. But what they did was go back to look when the foul happened.
And I don't know if that's the letter of the law or not. Maybe it is.
It's probably okay. We just got a guard
now
for
tell me what you do here in terms of guarding this 9/10.
Well, you're gonna leave your bigs back by the basket, and you'll switch out everything because they'll probably back screen somebody, try to throw it over the top. All you have to do is tip the ball out of the way. Just tip the ball.
Well, you can't foul.
No. We're gonna put Rink up on the ball.
They're going to have...
I would pre-switch Berkay and Sanford right now.
You got Berkay at the top of the circle on the defensive end. Hoiberg and Jacobson near the timeline on either side. And Sanford underneath the defensive bucket. And Mass jumping it up against Johnson. There's the baseball pass down the floor. And Sanford hit it. There's the game. The Huskers win this. The Huskers win this game. Holy smokes, I've seen almost everything. I've broadcast 2 national championships in football, and there's more emotion in this thing than anything I've ever done, I think.
That was a beautiful win. It was just a gutty win.
Look at these guys. They're acting just like it's business as usual. How about that? How about that? How about that?
Well, we're 2-0 in the old Big 8, Kent. I love that.
Knocked off 2 Southeastern Conference teams.
Big 12.
And a Big 12.
Southeast, yep.
2 Big 12 teams, yes. Oklahoma and Kansas State. And you know Kansas State came in there with a little bit of smugness. You know that.
Well, when you pay that much for some of your players.
Good point. Good point. Haggerty, supposedly a $2 million plus player. The Hoibergs.
I want to give Sam a raise.
You talk